I feel what you're saying, but like after I get up and walk around, it's like I'm up, but I'm not tired.
I mean, I'll be up, but he was just saying like,
I'm not tired yet.
Did you get the airdrop, Kev?
Nope.
Now
I got it.
Bear claw drop, you would have got it. Nothing? Alright, guys. 1, 2, 3, shot.
Don't do that, man. Even if it's just energy. You drink the whole thing?
A shot?
It's a 5-hour energy. You could have had a sip of that.
I didn't want to just drink 30 minutes of energy. Man would have ran out.
Hey.
What do I call it? Oh, Patreon.
What's this?
So what's the document running in?
In there.
Did you put it in?
6% on my phone. Can I get some charge?
Oh, did you send it to this? You sent it like to
I
this?
might have accidentally sent it.
I was wondering. I was like,
First. All the way up last night.
You never.
Why don't you charge your phone, man?
It was charged to 100%
If you
this morning.
stop looking at your stories at every given second, it would last at least 2 hours. At least.
He has 2 phones, both of which are not charged.
But it wasn't on purpose, though.
It's always not on purpose.
Why don't you have compassion for me?
I would be, if you were my son, you wouldn't have no phone.
Why?
Because you can't keep it charged. My kids would be, they drive me crazy with that. Monique says black men should have side chicks.
That's crazy. Ooh. I want y'all to talk about it.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh, we're shirts on it.
Oh yeah, y'all both have this shirt on.
I didn't catch on like I wanted to. I wanted everybody to start seeing it.
All right, you ready? I'll do the first ad. You do the second one.
Oh, you put it in.
And Serena put it so basically we don't even have to. You can almost read the thing verbatim.
Yeah.
Just make it personal, but
You could just like personalize those or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you read it verbatim, it would be okay.
You know, where's your other phone?
It's in my car.
Is it charged?
2 phones.
Myself better. Day in and day out.
Bring my backpack. I have a portable charger you can use.
Yay!
Why is he still here?
Is that your backpack?
No.
For these shows, are we giving stamps?
What you got in here? A bowling ball?
Strapped?
You know these little
Stickers?
yeah,
Nope.
the wristband.
Thanks, friend.
New studio alert. Do you want this?
What's that?
Purple bottom.
Do I sit on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new studio. We
Yes,
have
sir.
podcast arms.
You got
now.
43 people.
Hello.
You went
Yeah,
to hear this
for
thing
sure.
yesterday?
48.
No, I had TV in. Well, not TV, but.
Afterbuzz? How was that? Oh, I don't know if we're on.
We are on.
This is bonus. They can know the truth.
This ain't
It was-
bonus.
I knew somebody. I knew a couple people that worked there.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was stupid.
It's like in the cut of North Hollywood
Right
too.
in the cut. Nice people, but useless waste of my time.
Afterbuzz think they have like 3 subs.
They have a
They actually
200.
have. I was gonna say
Nobody's
no, that
watched
shit. They're
this.
booming, but they
Which one
don't.
of these did you want to do?
I'll do the first one.
I'll do the live stream.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? We in here. Yeah.
Wait, position 1 and position 3?
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't make the rules.
It's yeah.
That's weird.
There was no 2. It was like position 3 wasn't. I mean 2 didn't go. So.
All right, we got it.
let's
All right,
see how everything
you got the
sounds.
slate. Welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning into the live. We love you. Just a reminder, this is a live shoot, so we're not able to check your comments. And another reminder, Doe never charges his phone.
Oh my gosh.
It's the annoying.
Doe, I don't want the phone on the table though with that cable.
People are saying
Okay.
they
It's a
like
new
the
set,
new
man.
though.
Doe Boy is ruining our new set with these destroyed
Ah.
headphones. Get out of your head.
What?
Turn to the side.
What are you talking about?
Your lineup it goes up.
I wasn't know what I was talking about, but
What?
you did push you back a little bit.
What's wrong with my head?
It's a
It looked like
fade.
you got cut right here, but it was the thing.
Your
You
lineup
pushed
is a
back.
fade back. It's like
Look this way. Look down.
were
Oh, he pushing you back.
were you falling
Push me
asleep?
back?
He pushing
He
you
kept
back.
pushing me back.
He pushing you back.
It looks like the slope of the ceiling in here. It's just like
Don't
a.
play with me, man.
I'm not.
You
Turn
know
to the
I'll
side.
get into my head about these things.
Turn to the side.
Ah,
Yeah, it
that's all I have left.
It
Not
is.
full hairline, go. Your hairline right here. He pushed you back to here.
And he curved it.
It's
He started realizing he was going up. He's like, oh snap, and then he like
And
realigned.
he came down here. There's all push back here.
Oh man,
And he
this.
pushed back on that side.
yeah.
Hey, they even see it up here. Like, yeah, he pushed you back. That's crazy. Oh man, this could be a good episode, huh? All right.
Is that Jimmy Hustle?
Yes!
Jimmy Hustle?
And he going out of town. He can't be going out of town and doing
Hey,
this.
tell him to take a break from his rap
I don't
career.
have hairline envy. I've accepted my fate.
Man,
This is.
But you just seeing him butcher mine?
I just know you got a full hairline. You got no reason to push you back. Your hairline comes to the front.
oh yeah.
Barbers, when they don't know how to cut hair and they make a crispy line, they push you back to make it look like they're doing a better job. They're really hurting you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he jacked you, bro.
Hey, you just get the
Stop
money back.
saying
Look
that!
at me straight. Keep your head straight.
Hey, if he has a cash app, you just have him run it back.
Oh man.
Dog, what do you
I
mean?
didn't realize it till you turned and I try to follow the line of your hairline and it just like,
Can we take
Ah.
his mic? Is that off the table?
hey, at least it's on that side of the camera.
You look.
Yeah,
at
that's
me.
Why are you doing this? You know I'm a head case.
If we don't tell you who, you're gonna get
can't-
mad for us not
you
telling.
told me, I'm not.
If we don't tell you, you bring it back like, oh, my friends didn't even tell me I was in them all day.
Ugh.
There's no winning with Doughboy.
No way.
Check. I can't hear nothing in his headphones. Hold on.
Shut up.
Ooh, hate y'all.
Just want to help you.
No.
I'm gonna look at it straight.
Stop, man.
He's like, I'm gonna look at it straight.
Really?
Oh, that was funny. You that was funny.
She let out a hardy laugh.
Serena really be laughing hard.
So,
Serena's having a good
She's more of a chuckle to
yes, you did, girl. So,
Let me grab some water before we start. Lose my
grab some
voice.
dumbbells and lift them too. Come on, guys.
You got nothing after that hairline,
Come
man.
on, man. What kind of shoes you got on?
Ultra Boost, man.
Ultra Boost. Very comfortable. You should get a pair.
Are they good for running?
Doesn't matter.
Why would you throw that lob?
What are you? I'm trying to get into running.
Trying to get into it? How long
I'm
have you
trying
been
to
thinking
come out
about
with a
it?
line of fitness gear for
Chasing
obesity.
the.
Oh, yeah.
chasing
That was
the
actually-
ice cream truck does not count.
You got a better chance of getting an Arby's endorsement.
Shut up.
Arby's has the King's Hawaiian chicken sandwich right now.
Have you heard of it though?
Woo!
With the Hawaiian roll bread?
Man, Fat Burger got sliders with
You
Tony.
always talking about that. Always.
Good.
Oh man! All right, ready?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. Speeding all around, speeding all around.
Kev ain't speeding nowhere.
Righteous and ratchet. Hairlines push back. Take one.
You know.
Hold on, let's wait for this. What is on their shirts? I'm glad you asked. It says, "Oh, we're gonna talk about, We finally got our merch together because Greg is here. We were just running out. It was too small of a team to do all that stuff right.
We had a lot going on at one point. We still
Too
do.
much. You know, I didn't post about merch since February because posting about it was gonna mess us up. But I digress. On you, Playboy.
Yeah, everybody ready?
Wait, hold on. Now, how do we do the right?
Oh, yeah. Am I on the right side?
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. How are you gonna do? You gotta.
Now it looks like we're going different ways. That's fine. We'll
Okay,
figure it
all
out.
right. Ready?
Ready?
What up? This is your boy, Doughboy.
And Kev on stage.
And this is a new set, so we're going to start with a new direction to the left. Another installment of
Righteous and ratchet and righteous and ratchet. Pum pum pum.
Shout out to Joshy Gons for designing the
Team
new
effort.
set.
Team
Josh
effort.
Gone
Yeah.
Shay.
Here's my vision. I want to have table. I want to have podcast arms. Actually, all of this was Josh's idea.
That's really good, man.
Me and Doughboy would have been just fine sitting next to each other
We would have been fine with it.
to the end of time, but Josh said, let's upgrade. And you should have saw his little face.
I was
He so
excited,
happy.
man.
I got what I dream of.
The vision came to life. You guys effed with the vision.
In
We
Camarillo.
built, fam.
I always wanted this when I was a boy in Camarillo. Is this it, Josh? Are you happy with it now?
Yeah, I gotta tweak the lights a little bit. I'm seeing a couple things, but
Okay,
other than that,
Scorsese, scale it back.
okay.
He's never happy. No, he's never happy. We have a little cactus.
Cacti. I don't know if that's the way to say
I
it.
didn't know if it was real.
I don't know why you grabbed it
what I
thinking it was
heard.
real.
You know,
You had one to be called a snap this.
Doughboy's hairline got messed up.
Oh, really? You gonna say that?
We went this
What's
far
wrong
without
with
talking
you?
about it. It was the
You
elephant in
know
the room.
Humanity? They try to
By the
say
way-
my hairline's getting pushed back, and I won't believe it.
Take a picture.
Just
and post
square
on
up on the. Oh man, there it is.
Hold on,
There's
let's
the
look
right.
straight up. Do y'all see it?
Right.
It's not straight. Your head is
Okay.
tilted.
Okay, is it straight now?
No, tilt to your left. Tilt, not move. That's heavy, man. Just straighten your
You took
head.
your beard all the way down, though, which is good. But look to the side here.
Oh,
He pushed
man.
you back. And I'm your boy. I just got to tell you.
Don't lie to me,
He
man.
pushed you back on the side. And I love you.
I ain't got many more pushback.
You still got light eye. Your hair is fine. And you still got light brown eyes.
They said it's curved up on the right side.
They'll never take
They
it.
really said that?
Mhm.
Did you
They
see
said,
David Lillard's
oh, wow.
crossover last night? That's your hair.
With the step
Hairline over
back.
there. The other side of your hair is holding up for free.
Oh,
Shut
man.
up.
By the way, we're live right now on Patreon with our friends over at the Right Pack. They get this episode as we shoot it, which is Tuesday, around 1:49 Pacific Standard Time. They're watching right now.
Oh yeah.
They also get a bonus episode every week.
Every week.
2 times the ratchet.
Yeah, two times
times
the
the
ratchet.
2 times the ratchet. And you can join too if you go to www.righteousandratchet.com.
Yeah.
You can get all that and more. Discounts on merch, early access to tickets. We are prepping the Righteous and Ratchet tour.
Ooh.
We hit up our Patreons in the comments. I'll let y'all know some of these venues are going to be tiny. People on the Patreon get access to the tickets first. You guys get them
We
later.
just recently flew out a Patreon.
Flew
All
out.
expenses
Josh,
paid?
put her picture up.
Put a picture up.
Her name is Charnay
Yeah, put the
Root.
picture up.
Okay.
Charlotte.
We had lunch with her. We took her to
Very nice young lady.
where we go? Javier's
Javier's.
in Santa Monica. Ran the bill up.
Yeah, we ran that up.
Did you?
I'm glad that
Oh,
you
yeah.
had bet me and
I
We had
bet
to pay.
him that Michael
We was
B.
gonna
Jordan
split it.
was. We talked about this on bonus episode.
yeah.
We were betting on. Which is such a stupid bet, seeing as how it cost me.
You said that Michael B. Jordan wasn't even
28.
30. Yeah, you said he was 28.
He was 28.
Mm.
Doughboy said he's over 30. His guess was 32, and Michael B. Jordan is exactly
32.
32. So
And we did agree that he's not a great actor, right?
no, we did not agree.
No, can I say what you said?
I'm gonna say what I said.
Okay,
I'm
say what you
not
said.
afraid of
Don't
it.
you run from it. Well, you ain't gonna run from nothing. Don't walk.
I know.
gingerly
Doughboy's
away
not
from
talking
it.
about
I
running.
had my mouth open too. Here's what I said about Michael B. Jordan.
Uh-huh.
I said he's a phenomenal actor.
And I said he was a good actor as well.
Love in the Wire, Love in Fruit Valve. But I said when he gets loud and angry, he loses a bit of believability, a little bit of authenticity. As a Killmonger in Creed, for whatever reason, when he yells,
Creed 2, it
you
was
want
just
Creed
like,
2.
oh.
When he yells, you want to laugh. You're just
Right.
like, come on, you're cute.
Oh my mother!
Just like,
Is it really going to
do you believe when he cries? You didn't believe it when you saw Creed 2? When he
I didn't
cried?
even make it all the way through Creed 2.
Really?
Creed 2, his deficiencies were blaring. I was like, my
Did you
God.
find out about the daughter? Did you get that far?
No.
When'd you stop? What happened?
I stopped after because he fought
He fought Drago Jr.
Yes, I like once they started the workout montage of him preparing for it, I was like,
Tapped out. Why?
he was just not carrying the movie well.
I disagree. Why are you so hard on Michael B. Jordan? What is it about him?
It's not
And
that
he said people say Michael B. Jordan's great. I don't think people say that. I think
it's not that I hate on him. I just feel like he had been killing, and people were like trying to anoint him as the next guy.
And
I was
that's what
like,
I
it's a
disagree
little
with.
premature.
I don't think anybody was trying to anoint him. I think women like him. He's very physically fit and handsome. Men also think he's handsome and physically fit. He's a nice guy. Seems to be a nice
He
guy.
seems to be a great guy. I don't want to come off like I'm
I
just
don't
hating
think
on
anybody
Michael.
was like Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala
People are like,
Ali
this
is-
dude is.
That's how I feel like people was because you got to.
Nobody was doing that.
When he did the fact that he did Creed and then he did Black Panther, so he did a storied franchise and then was a villain on a brand new franchise. One can start to think that this guy's the
Did
next
you
guy.
start thinking
I think you
I
are
don't
the
think
one.
I think
Was it me?
just-
You might be the one that started
I don't
to
think
think.
anybody said that.
No, everybody's been on the Michael B. Jordan hype train.
But nobody's been saying he's gonna be the next guy
Nah.
because of these 2 movies. He's the next guy. People like him.
He was getting highlights to set him up to
So I
maybe
was
be in a
just-
position, but
I
like
was just drinking the Kool-Aid?
You just thought he was gonna be the next guy, and you didn't like him.
So maybe he didn't live up to my expectations of him.
Yes, because I don't think people genuinely like, that boy be acting. Woo, girl. David Oyelowo, Daniel Kaluuya, people like, when those dudes be acting.
You know, are we gonna say who we compared Michael B. Jordan to? The new version of?
I forgot. Who was it?
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut.
Is he
I
the
don't
new
think
Morris
anybody's ever
Chestnut?
said Morris Chestnut, boy, he be acting.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a Morris Chestnut when you're like, I was moved? When he got shot, I was mad. I was like, this.
Don't run in the
But
straight
he
line.
died. So everybody else's reaction was, but Stella got my group back is Tay Diggs.
Right.
Best man.
Best man wedding.
Best man's holiday.
Was he in the Wood?
The Wood.
He was in the Wood? No.
Was it The Wood?
Was
No,
it?
that was
No,
Tay
he
Diggs again.
He killed it in Like Mike.
Oh man.
Wow.
But I like Morris.
If you compare it
Here's
to
my
Morris
thing.
Chestnut, I'm like, I see that.
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Do you think handsomeness hinders acting?
Yeah.
Like, the more handsome you are, the less people take you as, like, that it's got to be acting.
I think that is.
But black women love Denzel.
But he be acting though.
But is he wild handsome?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you who breaks the rule.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. But is he the exception?
Is he a great actor?
Oh, he's fantastic.
And he's handsome?
Oh, he's handsome.
Okay.
He's got salt, pepper, beard.
He does have salt and pepper beard.
He's got the English. I remember the first time I heard him speak with the English
It
accent.
threw me off. I was just like, what?
Stringer Bell is from London?
Yeah, it was just.
How did he learn about drugs?
Who's the number one actor in the game then? Just random.
Right
Black
now?
actor. Black actor.
Mahershala.
Mahershala?
Bro, he won 2 Oscars in like the last
What's the
3
dude
years.
who played Black Panther?
Chadwick.
He's better than Chadwick?
Yes. Once again.
Better than Will?
Yeah.
Really? Mahershala?
He
Mahershala's
won
holding
2
up like that?
Oscars. 2.
He
Him
has
and
pro-
Denzel have the same amount of Oscars. 2 in like
I
the
feel like
last
it just
3
kind of
years.
came out of nowhere.
He has.
I feel like there was nothing and then it was everything with Mahershala.
It was House of Cards. He was amazing as Remy. That's the first thing I remember him in. Moonlight. Best part about the movie.
And then
Luke Cage.
Cage.
Once he died, literally the moment he died, I lost all interest in the show.
And he was in another movie called Kicks, like a low budget movie out of the Bay
Oh, I
Area.
didn't see that one.
It was fresh.
Green Book, which I haven't seen yet. He won an Oscar for that. True Detective, which after the first.
I don't know if I agree with his hair in that.
Well, your hairline.
Stop talking about my hairline. You're gonna make me feel weird about stuff.
New Barber alert.
No.
Let it go, man.
Is it really?
New nickname alert. Wearline.
I hate you.
All the hairline jokes you gave
But I'm
me.
insistent about things.
This is what's worse. My hairline was receding. Yours isn't even. He just chopped you up.
Why would he do so?
You may be sober, but your barber was drunk.
Let's get this show
The
started.
lawnmower sound.
Enough of my hairline
with a
jokes.
weed whacker.
Shut up. You can't grow a
Was he
beard.
upset with you? If I grew it, at least it'd be even. The beard looks good. Be thankful.
Huh?
If I look at you like this, you killing it.
But my hairline
Like
says.
this, I wouldn't hire you. I wear hats all weekend.
Let's get this show started now. Speaking of black actresses who are always saying wild and zany things, I just at this point would like Monique to shut up.
Let the people know what she
Okay,
said.
Yeah,
First
set us
of
up,
all-
man. Give us some
I mean,
context.
first of all, she already
Context us up.
came out of her mouth months ago with the ridiculous idea that we need to boycott Netflix. None of us were following her down that path. I didn't care what it was about. But now,
500,000. I still think she should have took the
she
dick.
should have took the 500K.
500
So,
bands? Just
yes, and
for
she
doing
said
stuff
no.
she was already going to be doing?
Exactly. Yeah. So now she has doubled up on ridiculous things to say. And it was when she was at a comedy show. But you know how with comedians we mix in our real life with her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She proceeded to say, and I am paraphrasing, that black women need to allow the black kings, which would be black men, to have side chicks.
Okay, now, was her, not to justify it, but did she have, like, why? What was her reasoning?
Let me look that up.
What was us having side chick gonna allow us to do that we previously cannot do?
Yeah, what was the context around that? Because we
Man.
almost got cooked for the Aisha Curry stuff.
Did she?
Did we?
Did she just jump out? I don't feel like people are gonna defend Monique the same way.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But I'm just
People
curious
are
as the
saying
setup.
though there was context
Okay, so
around
I'm
her.
Around Monique,
Yeah, but around what she said, I guess. But I mean,
what was the?
That's
context?
still bold.
Okay, hold on. She said the comedian was very serious when she said that black women should allow their black men to have side chicks because the.
Because what?
Oh, yes, I love context.
Okay.
oh no.
Because the concept of black men being monogamous was created out of white supremacy, and it is unreal. It is an unrealistic expectation. Okay.
So the
And she
usual
also
argument-
said.
Wait.
And she also said. I want to also say this. The lady that made the video that was in attendance at the show also said that she constantly referred to black women as the B word and kept talking about black men as kings.
she's done a lot of this for a long time. She's had an open relationship with her husband, Sydney something or other, forever.
Right.
And she's called women that also forever. Skinny bees
Skinny
this,
bees,
skinny
right,
bees
right.
that. So not to justify it, but that is consistent. Here's the thing. Monogamy is cultural.
Okay.
Back in the Bible days, Solomon, wives, concubines, and other races, religions.
What is a concubine?
Official side chick.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's like a congregation
Yeah.
A
of,
congregation
of side chicks.
Fine.
chicks?
Yeah.
It's like a side chick.
It was
that
like, bro, you-
everybody
Wait,
knows.
they had multiple wives in the Bible?
Bro, Solomon
Oh,
had
Yeah.
garden
See,
tools.
man, look. Okay. See, this is where I be
Also in
getting...
the Bible, people were getting married at like 12, 13. There's been this whole argument. One of my friends, her age is not important,
Okay.
but she was saying that, do you think, this is a topic for another day, this is some theology type stuff. She was like, the whole not getting married or not having sex before marriage, do you think that was, easier when people were getting married at 12 and 13? You're 35, 40 years old.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's
anyway,
great, yeah.
but yeah, in the Bible, there was,
So wait, Solomon
multiple wives.
had multiple wives and this was cool with God?
But in America, I think only the Mormon religion in America has the multiple wife thing.
Why was it cool for Solomon to have multiple wives?
I don't know, bro. They also had blood sacrifices, so there was a lot
They were-
of different
they
stuff.
were
Killing their
stoning
kids out there,
people.
man.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff around the Bible.
That's
there.
a good-
OG
another
God,
conversation.
like Kev's joke, OG God was different, man.
OG.
OG God was
That
different.
that just seems... So, I mean, I'm
But what
ready
I'm
to
saying-
bash her and it's biblically correct.
Well, here's the thing, though. In our culture in America, monogamy and Christian values, we haven't followed that part of the Bible, that idea in ever.
But there was an idea in the Bible that a man could have more than one wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then at the same time,
Or side chicks, which is a concubine.
I mean,
I'm
the
not
term
being-
side chicks
It's
is
a little reductive
right.
for a concubine, but for making
It's a
joke.
woman outside of your marriage.
Yeah.
And that was in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool.
But didn't concubines like live with you?
Yeah, they was up in the house.
See, I feel like, and a lot of times I always come off like the ignorant one that don't know stuff. But when I hear things like this, it really genuinely confuses me. Like, how is that okay? In the Bible
Okay,
to
so
say
a
that...
concubine in a polygamous society, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives. So yes, I guess there was polygamous society in that time of the Bible. We've somewhere along the line.
But when you think about getting married and you're not supposed to cheat, and then you hear about things like this that can almost
but I
be...
feel like a lot of this is like cultural and
I was gonna say
and
the
time.
cultural stigma and norm then is completely different than what it is today, and how they
Exactly.
viewed other people's situations that we find acceptable now. It's hard to put that what their context, especially in scriptures too. That's always a reoccurring argument. It's tough to know exactly what was meant then.
Right.
I'll give you a perfect
Exactly.
example. In
Give us a perfect
Leviticus-
example, Kev.
Leviticus. I remember when I was a youth pastor.
Talking
My
to the
teen,
microphone.
my teens were like, "Hey, can we get tattoos?" And I was like, "I'm gonna go." No, you can't. I'm gonna go read the Bible and then prove to you why you can't. And I knew right where to go. Leviticus 4. Okay, read the whole chapter. Then pulled up some other study materials and found out that in that chapter, like the verse, say I think it's 13, is like, "Don't cut your arms," or I'm sorry, "Don't write on your arms and cut your arms." something about the dead,
Mhm.
right? Basically, the chapter before that is like, also don't shave your beard. And the chapter after, the verse after that is like, also don't wear fabrics that have more than one, like kind of fabric, like wear cotton only. So what was happening, the book of Leviticus was a letter to the Levites who were priests. And it was like, hey, to differentiate yourself from the other people, don't do this, this, that, and that. Not necessarily what your tattoo, you know, whatever your choices were being.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't representing the dead, and you weren't even, you're not a priest. So it's like a book of the Bible in a section in context. It was a guy writing a letter to a specific group of people about a specific group of things, right? You notice pastors have tattoos and all that type of stuff. Like even women in churches, women in pastors, women preaching. When I was coming up, there was a lot of churches, not in my church growing up, but a lot of churches, women can't sit in the pulpit, women can't preach, women can't do this and that. We've changed on that thinking. I think the biggest thing about Monique is people don't agree with polygamous lifestyles in America, in the Christian society, the Christian-based religion that we have, and that's why her stuff seems so out of whack.
Right, but I mean, but from the naked eye, would you say that it would be safe to say that the assumption is when you get married, you're supposed to get married, say your vows to this person, pledge your undying love to them in front of your friends, family, and God, and then only be with that one person?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I
within
believe.
our context of marriage,
Right,
yes.
but then when I hear different things like, well, Solomon had different wives, and you could have concubines and different things, then it just
We also
genuinely
in the
confuses
Bible
me.
they used to sacrifice animals to God. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, that we don't do. If you walked out and our neighbor over there was cutting a goat's head, pouring blood out, and set it on fire, you're like, what are you doing? I'm sacrificing this to God. You'd be like, bro, why? What is you on?
Right.
We don't do that. So,
well, how do we find what stuff we pick and choose to keep?
Really?
Like, do you understand how it
Yes,
can be?
I do.
Because this is actually how we even started Righteous and Ratchet, just from conversations like this.
Yes.
This be the genuine spot where I'd be like, bro, I'm confused.
The first 6 episodes of Righteous and Ratchet 3 years ago were all based off religious things.
Right.
Doughboy made it look like I didn't know what I was talking about.
And I wasn't even trying to. I was just trying to get a better understanding.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to just say what I thought Christians should say.
Right.
But you know what? I want to stop you right here because, you know, one thing we need to say is merch is on the way.
Merch?
People,
oh yeah,
we're good to go.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the merch being on the way.
We're gonna talk about it. Shirts. We've got Righteous and Ratchet shirts in stock. We've got Jesus shirts in
Save
stock.
got some R&B joints
We
coming.
got all
Righteous and
types of stuff
Ratchet.
coming out. And you know what's helping us?
What's that?
ShipStation.
Okay.
When you're selling online, you have to ship orders like we are with Righteous and Ratchet. Merch things can easily get time-consuming and expensive. There's so many shipping carriers to choose from. You can get over. It can be overwhelming. Me and Doughboy sat there for 8 hours and we struggled. We struggled because we didn't have ShipStation. Let me tell you right now, ShipStation is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage your shipping. Manage and ship your orders. ShipStation helps you get out of orders quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keeps your customers happy. We use it for our merch. Recently, we switched over. We got somebody to handle the merch, and things have been smooth. So no matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, your website, ShipStation brings all your orders into one simple interface. You can even run it from your phone. It's really easy and clear and offers some really cool features like being able to track sales trends. It works for all major carriers, U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and Amazon Fulfillment. So you can compare and choose the best shipping solution for you and your customers. And they even offer big discounts on shipping costs. And here's the part you want to listen to. Right now, Righteous and Ratchet listeners can try ShipStation for free for 60 days when you use the promo code RR. There's absolutely no risk. You can start your free trial without even entering your credit card information. Just visit ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in RR. That's ShipStation.com, then enter the promo code RR. ShipStation.com. Make ship happen. My list.
I like
That was great.
That would've been awesome.
Also, I mean, that was a great, advertisement there. You also gotta let them know about your new website coming out, HipStation. For the man with hips. Kev's been a man living with hips for his whole life, and he wants to start the community.
Go to hipstation.com/RNR.
I can genuinely say, I knew you were loaded up with junk. I had no idea what it was, and boy, that was on the mark. Hip Station.
I like it.
Man.
Ah,
But anyway.
So yes, okay, so to not go down the wormhole of what's right and what's wrong, I can just genuinely say that for just on a spiritual level, I'm genuinely confused now because I thought you're supposed to get married, just being one person. So hearing about people with multiple wives or concubines, it's just I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to live the best life I can.
Well, here's the thing.
And I just get confused.
You can't, legally, you can't have multiple wives
right
in America.
Okay.
So culturally, we have, as a culture in America, most of Western society has adopted the monogamous lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we feel like cheating is wrong. Here's the thing. Between Monique and her husband, they have both decided that forget what society says,
Mm-hmm.
this is what we're doing. Monique is trying to convince other women.
Other black women. So now let's talk about Monique.
Right.
First of all, do you want to say how you feel about her statements?
Here's my thing. That wouldn't work for my marriage.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. An open marriage, I think what happens a lot, people try open relationships, it's usually the guy who can't take it.
Yeah, because nobody wants to think about their girl being with another guy.
No woman wants to think about their guy being with another woman. But
Multiple.
what ends up
Seriously?
happening
Multiple.
is men more can't take it than
Right.
women can't take it.
You think so?
Wow, we're the
Yeah.
biggest babies.
There we are.
We cheat on women, men take me back. She cheated on you,
I
take
can
me
never
back.
forget it.
Did y'all have sex?
Right. Yeah.
You did?
Was
Was
it
that
better?
big deal? Faster,
We'll
stronger?
never get over it.
Never
It's
get
just,
over
it's
it.
just really the male ego. When you really
Exactly.
think about it. This is how I feel about Monique and the things that she said. First of all, I just think a public service announcement needs to go out to everybody thinking about relationships. Public service announcement. You don't have to be in one. I'm so tired of this. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's like you're looking for back doors, you're looking for different ways. You just don't want to be in a relationship. So you don't have to.
But maybe this is the relationship they want to be in.
But
Why?
I don't understand. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, be in a relationship with that person, honor them. And then I really have a problem when you take it out of, now if she just would have said, hey, this is me, this works for me and my man, I love it. Cool. You have to also understand, Monique, you have a platform. You have millions, I don't know if you have millions of people that look up to you, but you're a very noticeable figure. So for you to put something like that on a whole culture of people and say black women should allow black men, first of all, that's saying a lot about both parties. Like, no, black women don't have to be with a dude that's gonna cheat on them. That's not nothing I would ever teach my child, my daughter. And as a black man, we don't need that pass.
That was
like,
the thing that was weird. It wasn't like
we don't need that.
men should be allowed this. It was like black men,
come on, man.
black kings.
Come on, man. It's just.
I just don't know what we would gain from that. And maybe this is because I've grown up thinking this was wrong and all that stuff. But the last thing I would ever want to do is juggle multiple women.
That's
You
just,
know how hard
you know
it
how
is?
it is to just do it right with one?
I've known Melissa for 20 years. Been happily married for will be 15 years next month. It takes
Congrats on that, man.
a lot of energy,
Mhm.
all of my energy,
Mhm.
to please her. She's growing, she's changing. What used to work last year doesn't work. Something she doesn't like, she used to like, vice versa. She's becoming Melissa 2.0. Check out the Love Hour tomorrow to find out what we were talking about. I can't imagine learning all that and being that with her. And then somebody else and what they need. And somebody else and what they need. And this person. And then she's my Thursday wife. And wasn't Thursday you okay? You don't like avocado no more. You like it all.
It's just,
too
I've even gotten to
much.
that point in dating now. Like, I can't even date multiple women at once. It's,
Well, I mean,
it's too
they also have
hard.
to like you
That's
at the same
true.
time. So
Marry me at
Is
once
this
only
a-
gets you so far.
Is this an issue of ability or
Shut up.
option?
It's a whole-
I'm just
it's-
saying
it's a
that
whole
it's,
thing.
I told a young lady recently, I was just like, you know.
Young.
How? Yeah. I was
She's
gonna-
in your wheelhouse. Listen, Gertrude. I can't get
Man, this retirement home, I can't come see you here forever.
Wow.
Shut up.
Listen, Agnes. I don't like Metamucil milkshakes.
Hold on, let me put these eye drops in for you real quick.
Shut up. I had to tell her, I said, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even in a position to where if I'm going to date, I can't date multiple women just because I don't have the time. I'm already so busy. I'll forget it so much. Like you
What
said,
you busy doing?
Man.
working. I'm writing a movie. I'm on tour. I'm trying to win this weight loss.
Smoking pork.
Oh, just-
I thought you'd be
pork.
sick at brisket.
At baking pork?
Oh, I bet you have
His
a
brisket
smoker.
game would probably be out of
Your
here.
brisket
You could
game.
probably compete.
That's a backhanded compliment. You don't tell anybody they look like they can smoke good meats. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
I feel like you just be the perfect
How do you look
person.
like you can smoke a hog?
You just look like you'd be like, no, that temperature, that brisket got here at 185.
He's got-
I can eyeball the temperature. That ain't 185. Now that's 185. Shut your face up, you jerk. But no, I told the woman, I said, I can't do that. It's just too difficult to know all that about one woman. So I do feel like it's an unrealistic thing, but I just have a problem when people try to infuse their views on the rest of the world.
Enforce also is the word you're probably
That's,
looking
no,
for.
it's infused.
Infuse means to marry two different things. Like this is
And we're
pineapple
talking about
infused.
marriage.
No. You can't infuse your. I don't want to go into it. I just don't think that's the word.
Sorry, did I not use
I want to
the word
infuse
the
my
word
views
correct.
on you.
infuse my views?
Enforce.
Infuse is meaning like I want them to come together.
Come together.
So you're making my point.
It's a different. It's something different.
It's
Okay, I'm not gonna do this.
You infuse
It's
cucumber
It's
in water.
It's
Right.
semantics. I'm not doing this with you guys.
You
This is
Semantics?
moving forward.
semantics.
Moving
Imposed.
forward, I just think that she should just be quiet. Like, stop. Just shut up.
She was quiet.
You sound
You know what's interesting? So Steve Harvey lost a couple jobs last week,
Mhm.
and people went to Monique for comment. And you know what she said?
She called him a sellout?
No.
What she do?
She said, "I don't want to take my brother down while he's down." And I was like,
There it is.
man,
Her PR was
Why can't she say
working.
more stuff like that?
Easily.
Say more stuff like that and less calls for Netflix boycott.
Now, Sidechicks, let me tell you guys something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. And plus, it's just, I'm starting to just really have a bad taste in my mouth for cheaters. It's just.
Cheaters for cheese.
I was gonna say, I don't know that, though.
That's like
I know, yeah. That's, got
You
the
ate queso and cheese.
cake and the mozzarella.
Queso and cheese?
I like
I
it.
like the
Queso
liquid version,
and
I like the shredded version.
I can't decide.
It's
Throw them
usually either
both.
or. Y'all take both.
But that's the thing, like, because I know people, male and female, that just be cheating. Whether cheating on their wives, cheating on their girlfriends.
Cheating on their
And
diet.
it's just, we do that.
Workout
Alright.
strategy.
I'm not in a committed relationship with a diet. I never said I was going. I never said I was going to be. Who said I was going to stop seeing mango ice cream? Definitely wasn't me. You want to be with me? I'm going to be with milkshake sometime. I'm in a polygamous relationship with junk food.
I'm gonna be with
Healthy body, you just gonna have to love me as I am. I'm never gonna change. Sometimes I just want candy.
I do. It hasn't been my proudest the last 7 days. I ain't gonna hold you.
What? 7?
Yeah,
Last time I talked to you was a bad weekend.
Mm.
You just kept rolling it into this week.
But I'm back focused today.
When was a bad weekend? March 8th. It's like, hold on.
On Thursday, our first LA show, like it's been a bad week. This is Tuesday. 2 weeks now. What happened
Yeah, bad
yesterday?
2018. Like, what? Get back to me in
happened,
2020.
dog?
I don't know. I just get into these moods and then I was just
You've
like,
been, it's going on 10, 12 days now.
no, I'm good now.
What'd you eat today?
Chipotle.
That's it?
Yeah.
What'd you eat yesterday?
Today's a new day.
No,
Sorry.
yesterday I got yesterday I had black Angus.
What'd you get from Black
On a
Angus?
random Monday?
Mhm. I had a steak and 2 petite lobster tails.
Wow.
Why are you eating steak and lobster on Monday? By yourself? You just went to pull up the black.
With the friend.
No
Here we
friend.
go. Hey, you know what? It's better than Norm's.
It's better than
Doughboy went to Norm's on the first
What's
date.
wrong with Norm?
Why are you? You went to Black Angus on a Monday.
I'm a different type of guy. I keep telling you this.
The extremes are there. You got Norm's,
You guys
Black
think I'm
Angus.
a normal
First
guy.
of all,
I'm
my question is, how many Black Anguses left are there in LA?
For real.
There's one in Burbank.
Oh, we know that.
Oh, and the bread there.
You got
brown
bread
too.
drunk? They got good bread.
Brown bread just hits
Oh,
different, man.
It just hits
And
different.
when it's fresh and hot,
I posit this though.
pause it.
Posit.
The bread that you eat at restaurants, is it better because you are starving?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
100%.
With butter,
Yes.
bread and butter.
I think
Are an
because the
undefeated
first
combo.
taste of your food when you're hungry, everything always because
That is true.
If you just had lunch. If I gave you cheesecake, brown bread right now, it would not be as fire as you remember. You'd be like, man, this is
I don't
cool.
know,
Oh,
man.
no, it's
I
different.
like that bread at all
That is
times
I
of day.
guarantee you wouldn't
That
feel as
is
strongly about it. It's because you're starving.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We had that whole discussion about different breads. You know what bread that I think never gets mentioned enough, but is the GOAT of all breads?
What?
Cheese toast sizzler.
Cheese
Cheese
toast
toast
Sizzler,
Sizzler, brother, man.
That's because most people with money don't go to Sizzler. So
Well, there aren't a lot of
You never got a
Sizzlers
steak at
anymore.
Sizzler?
I have.
That'd be lit.
My wife likes Sizzler. I'm
The
like,
chicken wings at the salad bar too.
first of all, the buffet at Sizzler,
That's all I get.
it's random.
Yeah, they have like
Chicken wings,
nachos,
spaghetti,
then
nachos.
Jello with whipped cream. It's like, why is that?
Might as well
next
go to
to-
And
Golden
then that
Corral.
clam chowder.
Might
Like,
as well go to Golden Corral.
No,
Golden Corral is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sizzler's salad bar might be the best, but their cheese toast.
You see, cheese
I'll
toast,
take that over any
it
other
never gets
bread.
talked about, and it is
And it is
amazing.
fire.
Bossa Nova has some great cheesy bread too. I don't know if you
I've
guys.
never been to Boston.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Oh my
Never been to
gosh.
Bossa Nova?
Team dinner,
What
absolutely.
kind of food is that?
Oh,
They have a
Yeah.
lot of stuff there. It's like
Is it in Los Angeles,
It's
California?
technically like Brazilian
it's like a
food,
Brazilian
but it's like a lot.
cuisine, but
Is
they
it
have
like fogo de chao?
No.
no. It's way cheaper.
They have like
Fogo de chao is just
pasta.
too much meats.
No, it's
They
not
just
like
keep
that.
bringing you meats on sticks, and it's just like enough.
Really?
It's like
I
pasta.
want to go. That just
You
sounds
should.
great.
That's a
Good
that's a
time.
date
That's
spot.
a-
You should
Yeah.
definitely take a date to Fogo de Chao.
Norms is a date spot.
Stop.
No.
Moving on. What's next?
Y'all must stop hating on
Norms
Norms.
is like. Listen to this. Norms is beneath Denny's in quality.
Is it?
Yes.
But they have good pancakes.
No.
Man, I'm-
Never take a
Shout
one-
out to Norms. I ain't listening.
We're not
to you.
shouting
never
Norms
take
out
one
at
you're
all.
Interested in? Not yet. It's at 45.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just getting in to see what the next thing we're
Okay.
talking about. So where do we land all the way on Monique? I want her to just stop talking. That's just. And I don't want to say that because I don't want to get wise. Like stop trying to censor people.
You're so scared of the comments.
I am.
This dude.
Oh,
is
man.
It's been a couple good weeks. I've been good. Am I okay, guys? Vote Obama next time.
Vote. Period. Doughboy.
I think I'm gonna do that. You know, because I know by 2020.
You're not supposed to share your vote though.
I can't tell people.
No, you're not supposed. Not like your voting documents.
No, but I think that I'll do like a.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doughboy's gonna Instagram live the entire
What
thing.
candidates have piqued your interest this cycle? There's 24, I think 23 or 24 Democratic nominees right now.
I think he was talking about George Jetson.
Diane
Big fan.
Keaton. I don't even know. I gotta look into things first, but I'm gonna be voting. I'm gonna vote.
You said
George
George Jetson and you said Diane. What? That's so random. Diane Keaton, a viable candidate for political office.
Side note, let's talk about that really quick. We don't have to go totally into it. Aunt Becky turned down the plea deal.
Yeah, that's. She thought they were playing. They
So
weren't.
Aunt Becky from Full House fame that was doing the whole school scheme.
Yeah.
Everybody else took deals. Did they get prison time?
I think Felicity Huffman pled guilty.
She was like, get me out of here.
One of the students is suing the school for like because his dad, the way he was treated because his dad gave like 400 bands, but he didn't want to like take his dad's blame pretty much, so he's like trying to push
What
back.
did he sue the school
Right.
for?
I think just to clear his name so he's not associated with it.
That makes sense.
Nobody really want to do it for just clearing their name. He want a bag.
He probably just want to stay in
Clear
school.
my name and give me 67K. Moving forward, so I thought that was fun. But moving forward, speaking of rappers who just seem to be out of touch with what their children want for their birthdays, Future Hendrix bought his son
Oh, man.
named Future, 5-year-old son, on his
Oh, man.
birthday, a Rolex.
I just want
you
to
see the video?
roll it with
Please,
a camera.
Josh, please put the video on here.
I didn't see the video.
There's a video of him handing it to the kid, and the kid's just like, thanks. Why are you buying that? First of all, I want to commend Future for being in his children's lives. I know that people always say that's not something that everybody's supposed to do. Well, there's a lot of
What do you
people
want,
that
a cookie?
yeah, there's a lot of people who choose to step out on their responsibilities. So any man that is willing to take care of his children, I'll always salute that. But why are you buying your son a Rolex?
Because
at
he
5 years?
ballin'.
Why?
He buys
though?
everybody Rolex.
But he's a 5-year-old child.
Can he tell time?
But why does he need a Rolex? You
Because
know
his
what?
dad's a rapper.
You know what? Khaled bought his son a Rolex too. Maybe that's just the thing with rappers with a lot of money.
I think we're assuming that's all he got his son.
But that's what we see on the gram.
Well, I think Future is a rapper. He's got a rapper's mindset to like, hey, I'm rich, I'm rich. He's got to keep that going. I don't know why.
Get your kid a
Nah,
football or
that's-
something.
Get him a
I just
proper
like the
pro.
stuff that Future be doing makes Russell Wilson look so much better.
Who's
without
Russell
even-
Wilson?
Russ, you know.
Russell Wilson.
I didn't know there was an R in Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Here's the thing. I agree with you, but then I thought there's been this been a big debate on the Twitter.
On the Twitter, you sounded old right there.
Big debate.
On
I
the
think
Twitter?
because when I wake up, I have my morning coffee and my oatmeal, and I just pull up Twitter like, what's going on?
What's going on the Twitter?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What the blacks talking about?
They were saying that Future's son has the best of both worlds. He's got the Russell Wilson raises him the race he was raised. Future gives him what he wants to give him. Why not have a Rolex?
Cause you're 5.
He can stunt on his regular preschool class.
Could you imagine being 5 years old and coming to school with a Rolex?
I would hate a watch that wasn't digital. Like
That didn't have SpongeBob on it. He's 5.
What age do you learn to tell time? Like with what is that called? Like the,
I mean, before you get to stuff like this, you want to have regular.
That
watches.
hasn't told the right time since 1942.
that doesn't even work.
I know
Yes,
it
it does.
is not.
Does it have the time?
Is
It's
it
not the
ticking?
right time.
What time
It is ticking.
223.
Yeah, and it costs
I regret.
223,000.
223 pesos.
Whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna,
It's
just bash a guy, but
to
it's just
me
like,
the
what
funny
are you-
thing, it's the most Future gift ever.
Mm-hmm.
It made the most sense.
Just
And the two Instagram posts
Oh,
side by side,
man.
it was so funny. He was like,
It's-
"I love you," and then Russell had this paragraph, and Future was just like, "Really like Meek."
Really like me?
Something like that.
What?
imagine when the kid grows up and be like, "Dad, what were you doing, man? Like, why?"
Jeez. What is?
He's a rapper.
I mean, he
What
got
is a rapper
saved.
gonna do?
I just think
What gift do you think Future could give his son and post on the ground? People would be like, "Yeah, Future got
a
it."
super soaker?
They can't show he's balling with that.
Oh, you mean that he wants to show his
A
wealth?
gold
you.
super
But why
soaker
do
would
you have
be
to show your
fire.
wealth?
Oh, they'd
with
be
it?
even more mad at that. It's
Oh, you're
heavy.
right. You're right.
Get
You
him
can't
like a
carry
little
it.
car.
Oh, he's a
car.
rapper. What else is Future? You're a Future fan.
I am a,
What is Future
I don't know.
talking
His
about
last
in-
couple albums. I don't know.
What is Future be talking about in his lyrics?
Drugs, Gucci, flip
He don't
flops.
even be doing drugs like that anymore, man.
You know, and he stopped talking. He stopped doing drugs, but didn't stop rapping about it for a lot longer. He's
Yeah.
like, I
That's
wonder if
interesting, though.
If his soul is on empty, just like lean.
That's an interesting.
Did he stop doing drugs recently?
Makes an R&B album about how much
like
he
2
misses
years
drugs.
before he stopped rapping about it.
It was part of that documentary that
But
came
he
out.
said his fans, he didn't think his fans would accept that he wasn't using drugs anymore, so he kept rapping about it.
You know what though?
Like,
To be able to open up and say that as a rapper of his stature, like I understand. Like I get it. You can't expect
Yeah, he
everybody
said that
of
after all
that
the
track.
checks cleared though.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
He said before the bag was getting interrupted. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Oh, I
it's-
got an interesting thing. Speaking of rap, are you familiar with Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah,
Okay, have you heard her rap?
I have.
She said this, and I thought it was interesting. She said that because she's a woman, she has to rap harder to get respect.
That's
so
true.
people like Playboy Cardi
Mhm.
and
I just read that.
Uzi can just make sounds, and people be like, "This is a bop," but she's only on because she raps hard.
That's very.
Do you
good.
agree?
I do agree, and I really do feel like women are very
You gotta work
prejudiced.
X amount of times harder. Not even more than twice as hard.
Prejudiced
Yeah.
against the prejudicial acts are
I was trying to move on
Just
past this.
President.
but
Prejudice.
prejudicial.
You sat in it, and when you sit on stuff, you're not moving at all.
They don't,
That's
treat,
it.
they don't get treated the same as everybody else. I don't know how to say that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because she made the point. I don't know if she specifically made the point, but the point was made that Playboy Cardi literally sounds like a baby making
I
noises.
saw a video about that. I don't listen to much Playboy Cardi.
It's true. I'm because he performed it Rolling Loud, and when I heard his set, I was just like,
a literal baby.
he sounds like an infant
He does.
just crying
Really?
on a cadence.
He does.
Crying on
Mhm.
cadence?
The other rapper baby says wham wham wham. I'm the baby. Like that's your bars.
It doesn't
He's
sound
got some
bad.
bops though. Lil Baby's got some bops.
Is that Lil Baby or Dub Baby?
That's Lil
That's
Baby.
Lil Baby.
That's not the baby.
There's
No,
Lil
that's
Baby.
not
There's Lil
Cologne.
Baby. There's Da Baby, and then there's Baby.
Baby is.
You gotta say baby like baby. So there's baby. He's the big one. Then you got Lil Baby.
He's Hot Boy.
Yeah, he's high. He puts some respect on my name.
Okay, now
Then there's
Dub
Lil-
Baby is
Is
Just
see
think
how I smell.
Carolina-
Cologne.
Just
Okay.
think of Carolina
That's so
for the
simple
baby.
when you think about it. See like how I smell. Carolina.
He be rapping though.
He do.
And he's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
His music videos are so funny.
I tried
It's
to
a
put
good
you up
time.
on him.
Dude,
Did I not try to put you up on him
Yes.
7-8 months ago?
you be eating baby food.
No, you be eating baby back ribs.
God dang it! Don't turn it on me! I threw that up! Your hairline! Your hairline!
No.
Now who's Lil Baby?
The other one.
The
remember
one
when I did
with the
song
Drake record.
Mm-mm.
That little baby.
Yeah,
One
fuck.
little
Yeah.
baby. Well, they brand new legs when they call keys.
You don't remember
Well,
that
I'm the
song,
baby.
kid?
Me and
You
my
don't know?
dogs, 2 on the road.
Me and my dog's two in a row.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
old.
two
You guys
in a
are
row.
looking at
Dog.
me. No!
Yeah,
Her!
Yes,
Bryson
indeed.
Tiller.
I bet
Yes,
if it was
indeed.
Kirk Franklin or Fred Hammond, you know who
Of
it was.
course. I was at Kirk's studio.
Well, speaking of men and women always doing things to mislead the other sex, fake meat prints have hit the market.
You gotta put this up.
That.
You gotta.
Fake meat print is a thing.
Misleading meat print.
Fake meat print. And you know what?
Let's talk about
I'm
propaganda.
all the way here for
Are
it.
you?
Absolutely.
Are you?
You want to know why, Kevin Federers?
Why?
Because I feel like if everybody's going to keep that same energy,
Yeah.
women do a lot of fixing up.
Mm.
And what I mean, that hair don't necessarily be looking like that. That face when it's beat don't really be looking like that. So we not really getting what we think we getting.
You can wear makeup war paint for men.
You know what I'm saying?
You put the-
But I feel like it's just all about false advertisement. And
So
if,
you
There's
go
no-
buy the fake,
I'm not doing that.
you just said
You
you're.
just said
I'm,
you're
I'm
all
not
for it.
going to do it.
Why?
I'm just saying I'm all about if there's guys that want to put it out there like, ha ha ha, this is what's going on. And if you want to look at it and judge a book by its cover, you go ahead and do that
War
because
paint is
women do
hilarious.
it too.
Huh?
Women do it too.
I don't know if a push-up bra and the.
What you mean? I just seen Body Magic be abracadabra on some of these women and get them out of it. It's whoop. But you know,
He said
you're
That's
telling me
terrifying.
different
Have you
person.
seen I'm gonna get you something?
Yes.
Remember when she was like, my hair?
Exactly. And took it all off.
She
Like,
took her butt off. My eyes aren't really green.
I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me one time when there was this girl I was dating and she had like, this is back like maybe in the early
The
2000s.
roaring 20s.
She had the wavy joint. And I was
After the
just like,
depression.
and I remember in the morning just seeing her with it off, like almost squared up, like, bro, how you gonna be here?
Dober walks in, he sees a silhouette. It's like hung up on the little.
Almost pulled the ratty on her, like, man, get up out of here, you ain't gonna rock. It's me. Oh. So I'm just saying, so I think that there'll be a lot of misleading going on. Like, first of all, let's just ask you, you're a woman that's in there. Is that really a thing? Do women really be peen watching with gray sweats? Is that really a thing? Because that's what guys are
I
doing.
refuse to answer.
I put her dead on the spot.
I'm just asking, like,
Serena's like,
because
I don't like it at all.
so apparently that's the thing that it's when guys wear gray.
Melissa asked me to change sometimes.
Really?
She said I'll be wearing thought pants. The gray Nike tech fleece
Uh-huh.
is form fitting.
Okay.
And if you wear the gray, it'd be like, hello, I'll look at you. She was like, could you put some other pants on? You're going out.
So if it's really a thing, and I feel like guys is looking for that
But where
competitive
does it go
advantage.
when it's time to do
That's the
this?
messed up part. You didn't say
You
that.
gotta take it off with your
Yeah.
pants?
And I made that fatal mistake before.
Have
I
you?
lied about it before.
You
I
lied?
lied about it just because I was just like, it'll get me to the party. I lied. That was the last time I lied about what was going
Oh,
on.
you got caught on it?
It went down, and it was just like, but where's? And I talked so much trash. I was like, ha ha, working with a monster. It was time to get rid of it. It was like, but. And then at that point, I realized, why did I lie about this? I knew this moment would come. I mean, it was
Like
just
a monster? Really?
so I'm all for that. Like, look, if a woman is going to give a guy a shot based on what she's seen, then hey,
But why would you get it?
huh?
Why would you get it then?
Because I'm not here to
You're not lying no more?
I'm not lying. It is what it is. Here you go.
So you ain't working a monster? That's what you say now?
Here you go.
Working a monster.
Here
You're
this
just like-
is. Here this is. So, what do you think?
He kind of qualified. You put your pants down. There's other stuff that I can do. That's just
Great person.
Kev, what
I have
the
a
guy
few
saying that
poems I have
in that
written.
Skittles video you posted? What the guy saying that Skittles video you posted?
got to see it through, my boy.
See it through, my boy.
So I think, what are your thoughts on it? On guys wearing
Lie.
fake meat prints?
Lie.
So you don't want them to do it?
lie.
Oh, you telling them to do
Until
it?
you can't lie no more. Until you're found out.
So just keep it going.
Keep it locked.
I'm with it. Like
I just don't know where you put it. What if it falls down and it looks like it's on your kneecap? Like, hey, this is a little abnormal.
But I know that all that is great, and we always think about that. But you know what's even more important?
Good credit?
Good credit. Did you know the average interest rate on credit card debt is over 19% APR? Have you looked at your interest rate lately?
I have not.
Okay, well, did you know that consolidating debt into a low fixed rate can save you thousands in interest? A credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream can help you pay off high interest credit cards. Now,
You could go to the next. You could skip that part because I
Okay.
thought he was gonna read it.
okay, then go to the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Go back to the
Okay.
Kev, do you have any personal experiences on consolidating loans? Okay.
I forgot.
Lightstream is giving a special offer just for our listeners. Apply today at Lightstream. Well, I think I'm supposed to read this part too. Let me
Oh
go
my
back.
God.
Yeah, read the
Okay.
light stream.
Lightstream can get you a rate as low as 5.95% APR with autopay, much lower than the national average interest rate on credit cards.
Most credit cards are 19.
19. We just said that. Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000 with absolutely no fees. Okay.
Yeah.
The application is 100% online, and you even get your money as soon as the day you apply. Lightstream believes that when you have good credit, you deserve a low rate and great service. Now, Lightstream is giving a special offer just for our listeners. Apply today at lightstream.com/RNR
R&R.
and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/RR
R&R.
for an additional discount. That's lightstream.com/RR.
R&R.
Subject to credit approval.
Arm.
Rates include 0.50 auto pay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/RR for
R&R.
more information. Yes. All right. So where do we fall on the fake me thing? We just say just go ahead and go for it.
I just think
Fake it till you make it.
the funniest thing about our society is what you build businesses off of.
Right.
People are like, hey, man, you know what you need? Fake meat
Fake
prints.
meat.
This will get you in the door. My thing is, men, like if woman wears makeup, you know that that's not real. If you don't know this product exists,
Oh, you can't say that because some women put on makeup and it looks so natural that you wouldn't know.
fair.
It'd be natural as a
But
mud.
what I mean is,
Yeah, but you know.
the idea of makeup is not new. The idea of wig, it's not new, right?
What about body magic or push-up bras?
All
Butt pads. You know there are butt
I
pads.
know. But nobody knew meat print existed. So that guy had it, and then the girl's like, "Oh man, I saw something." And then she saw
But then
that.
you go there.
She had fun size. She thought she had king size, and it was Halloween time. I'm like, Halloween? I want a Halloween pin.
So that, I wonder. So I
want
Halloween
regular.
fiend.
I want grocery store.
Halloween
store next to the cash register bean. I don't want Halloween bean.
Fun size.
I don't want fun size.
not Easter size.
It's May.
Yeah.
Give me the May size.
And I wonder what the motivation is when you're the guy getting this. You think I want her to see this, talk to her, get her to like me enough to once it actually gets down to business, she won't be tripping off the size, because you know she gonna see it, and she ain't gonna see what she saw.
Just don't talk about it until it's like.
Just don't bring
You'll
it
be like,
up.
wait, but I see you. Like, you seen what?
That was
You
just like
shot?
that. Just like that. Wasn't in your body? Mm-mm.
All right. Well, speaking of actresses that are pretty ticked off about what people are doing online, Sophia Turner is slamming. Sophie Turner
Turner?
is slamming fan-made petitions that have been asking them to redo season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Here's my thing.
I've never seen nothing like this, Kevin.
That's happened before.
A petition?
Yes.
For what show?
For Star Wars to be redone.
But that's not a show. It's just a movie.
Well, mostly the same shows.
Okay.
What I mean is the fan petition's not new.
But this one got 1 million signatures.
Did it really?
Do you know how bad something got to be for 1 million of people to decide to say, do this over?
Let me tell you something. We have greatly overestimated what petitions can do.
Right, we have.
I don't care. If I'm 8, I don't care what y'all signed. Y'all gonna pay for it? Who gonna pay for it?
Well,
we just we just think because we signed something that means something. If you don't care what you signed, the 1 million people think, shut up. Y'all ain't gonna pay
But
for
you
it.
didn't even like it.
That don't mean I think my signature gonna change something.
Is Kev gonna pay for a whole season?
I
Absolutely
realize
not.
am a
See?
consumer of Game of Thrones.
That's how I be feeling about voting sometimes.
No, that signature
No.
actually.
I'm just.
That's literally your signature matter.
No boys vote got the spicy nuggets back from BK.
Right. Ah!
You voted for Blue M&M's. I didn't love the last season of Game of Thrones.
Dog, I
And
seen you
love-
come back because we were at a show and you went and ducked off to go watch it.
Let me let you know how
You
much I
came
love
back,
the show.
you-
I stood in an alley
This
in
is
West
facts.
LA
In the drizzle.
for an hour and 20 minutes before our comedy show and missed the first
And
20
you
minutes.
came back and looked very unfulfilled.
I was unfulfilled.
Okay.
But I that don't mean I think you should. First of all, I don't think that will work. Second of all, shut up. Shut up.
But see, this is the thing, though. This is why I think people are starting to think like that. You know, recently they came out with the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Yes.
And the public response was
Backlash.
so strong, they scrapped the whole thing and said, we're going to redo this.
Okay, agreed. However, that had not been made yet.
Oh,
This
okay.
season is over. They shot this last year. These people are gone, out of contract. This done. Nobody cares.
Took 6 months to make one episode.
They
I
shot
can't say this, though.
55 night shoots for
I-
episode.
As a creator and as somebody that was going to take the time, I have two ways that I look at this. For one, as a person that was about to, and Josh can attest to this, we talked about this before the camera.
Don't bring me into this.
You're going to come in on with this with me. As a person who didn't watch it and very much flirted with the idea of binge watching and catching up, it feels great to have saved that time.
You were watching Game of Neckbone, so it doesn't matter. You get at a different show.
And as a creator, that has to really suck to give up 10 years of your life for something, do so good, be so
No, I don't agree with that.
well. Let me finish. Let me finish. To be
Finish.
so well respected, then get to the finish line and just,
They fumbled the ball.
jeez.
Those checks cleared
That's
though.
not hurt.
That's
At that
weird.
point, it don't
And
matter.
I think they're
Tell him
on
about your
Star
boy.
Wars.
Tell him about your boy. What he said on Breaking Bad. Which is why I feel like this is relevant. Why he wouldn't go past 5 seasons because they offered him more money,
Yes, I forgot the dude's name. Vincent something, I think.
and he
But
said
anyway,
what?
He said Breaking Bad show was best told in 5 seasons. And anything more than that, the story was going to get weak. And he always thought if I get to 5 seasons, it'd be perfect. And he stopped at 5 seasons for that reason.
Let me ask you this: as a Game of Thrones enthusiast,
Mhm.
do you think if they would have shrunk this down and fit it into 6,
No,
it would have been?
I don't think that was
They
it. I don't
needed
think
more.
it wasn't that. You needed more time.
Yeah.
The thing about Game of Thrones that made it good, and this is why the last season was frustrating. What made it good is they took their time to let the characters have actions and then let those actions have consequences. The last season, they shortened the timeline when they needed the most time to let these big.
So that starts to
Bro,
restrict
you've
you
been
as a
watching.
writer.
I was telling Melissa this, bro. I started watching Game of Thrones. My children were 4 and 2.
Wow.
They're 10 and 12. They took their time with this show.
Jeez.
This show started in April 2011, right?
Yeah.
I'm
yes,
not sure.
it started somewhere in
Six
Your math doesn't
2011.
make sense.
6 and 4. I'm sorry, not 4, 2. 6 and
Yeah.
4.
Okay, that
6
makes
and
sense.
4.
Okay.
But the point is, a 4-year-old JoJo and 10-year-old JoJo. No, that's not right.
When you learn how to do math,
Nah, cause 9
JoJo
years.
was born in 2008.
Been
Yeah,
9
he
years.
was 2.
9 years.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
In April of 2011,
he
Joe
would
was
have been
2.
He would have been 3.
or 3. He was a baby and he ain't no more. The point is, I've been with her a long time. But they took a year off.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been. I mean, in my
Where
uneducated
did they
opinion,
drop the ball at?
I'm going to tell you where they dropped the ball. They rushed characters to actions when they didn't used to do that. I'm not going to spoil it because Serena hasn't seen the end. But all I can say is, Ned Stark, you've been that far.
Oh, I'm in season 6 almost.
Okay, Robb Stark, better example. Robb Stark's character didn't want to marry the person he was supposed to marry. Okay? He didn't pay for that immediately. He didn't pay for it in the next episode. They let him get married. He was winning wars. Things were going haywire. Just when you forget, man, maybe this didn't have any consequences. Consequences.
Got real.
Right?
Very
That's
well.
like if what would have happened.
And how much time was that in between when he did make that
Man,
decision?
it was
and,
like whole
Probably
2
like
seasons.
Yeah.
and then they came back to it like,
And they-
remember
and
this?
they-
See, that's a sign of good writing. I've been
And-
watching a lot of stuff.
So here's the thing about that, though. What the showrunners D&D, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, have been accused of, they ran out of source material.
Because the dude stopped writing the books.
Dude, I think George R.R. Martin just started cashing the checks, and he was like, books? What Why would I sit up in a room all day cooped up writing when I've been paid? And they're spinning off 2 more episodes?
Checks clear.
You know what motivates me? Getting rich. I'm rich. I got motivated. Let's break. I totally forgot, Josh.
Very good.
I mean,
No, you were going in crazier, and I
Yeah.
feel like we're just gonna escalate more.
All right, so you want to go to?
I was there. Every time we break, you feel like that's the end of the conversation.
Oh, okay. Do you still want to talk about Magic Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keep going, man. It's our show.
Yeah, man.
Can't nobody tell us nothing. Okay.
Ain't nobody tell me.
Nothing.
Great.
Oh, it's so good.
Let's talk
Oh
about
my
that,
gosh.
too. The video.
Oh, Lil Nas X?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the thing about Game of Thrones. They were kind of exposed. Once the source material, which they had plenty of, they could whittle it down. It's like a potter. Or not a potter. Who's the person that goes ting, ting, ting?
Welder.
No.
Carpenter.
No,
Something
I think
Smith.
of it.
Something Smith.
Electrician.
What David, the statue of David, when you...
Sculptor.
Sculptor, you got a lot.
Oh, that's so wrong.
You just say words. You got a lot of stuff. A lot of source material, right? And you wither it down into the shape. And that's what they were good at.
And then they ran
And then there's somebody else who's a painter who creates something out of nothing. They needed to be both for the show to be great. They did great sculpting from George R.R. Martin's had plenty of information to sculpt with, but once they passed him, now you got to have a whole new skill. You got to create.
Like one hand's not watching the other anymore.
Now you're doing something else, and they got Star Wars money because the rumor is HBO gave them plenty of money and 10 episodes or more, and they were like, "We'll do it in 6." So the rumor is they got frustrated and they wanted.
That was just
Star
stupid.
Wars.
Wow.
That's
And you know what I realized?
Writers get lazy.
A bad
That sucks.
ending can ruin something great. It
Oh,
doesn't even matter
my.
how long it was great.
Oh my.
If it doesn't end well, it doesn't end.
The end of Belly to this day gives me the chills.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen Belly? You've never seen Belly. You have a Belly, but you've never seen Belly.
Nas, DMX, walking through the club.
You've never seen Belly.
Hype Williams.
You've never seen Belly. Oh my God! You've never seen Belly.
I've never seen Belly.
You've never seen Belly. Serena, I will throw everyone out of this window. You've never seen Belly.
I've never seen Barber.
What is wrong with you people?
That's one of my black movies that slipped under the radar.
We've got
Everybody has it. I've seen parts of Belly. I've seen that scene. I've seen the open sequence, a couple of things.
You've never seen
I've
Belly.
never
This
sat and
explains
watched.
so much.
While we're on it, Harlem Nights.
You,
While we're on it.
what?
While we're on
I
it.
want to thank you guys for tuning in to Righteous and Ratchet. This will be my last episode. What? No Harlem
I've
Nights?
seen parts of it.
Have you never seen Harlem Nights,
I might have
Kevin?
watched 20 minutes of Harlem Nights at different times.
Are you not full black?
I'm an 8th Mexican. Viva la raza. That's true.
You really
I
are?
really am an 8th
I'm a
Mexican.
quarter.
I know. You're a quarter pounder.
You've never seen Harlem Nights?
No.
So you've never seen Harlem Nights. I've never seen Color
No,
Purple.
you ain't seen a lot more than I've seen.
Not as far as black movies. No.
The 20 black movies. What's the 20 black movies? I bet you I've seen more black movies than you.
Well, you that.
Black.
You
Don't
ain't seen
lie.
no Harlem Lights.
Harlem
Harlem Nights. Have you seen Harlem Nights, Josh?
No, but that's not my
Josh
culture.
is Mexican.
I don't care what his
Have you
culture
seen
is.
La Bamba?
Yeah, I bet he has. That's all I have.
That's insane.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's go. And don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
Yes. Coming to America.
Yes.
Yes. Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Malcolm X.
Yes.
Yes. Color Purple. No. Yes. One for Kevin. Training Day.
Yes.
Yes. Ray.
Yeah.
2 for Kevin. Set It Off.
Yes.
Yes. Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Yep. Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Love and Basketball.
Yeah. I'll say no better.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. 3
You
for
ain't never
me.
seen Do the Right
How you
Thing.
not seen Do the Right Thing? It's Spike's best movie.
It is.
3 for Kevin. New Jack City.
You ain't
I
seen
know
that?
you. I have seen New Jack City. That's when Ice-T had the weirdest line in the history.
Yeah, I want to shoot you so bad. I'm
Oh,
erect. Like, what?
it's just like when I was watching that, I was like, that
Why?
doesn't make any sense.
The two don't have anything to do with each other.
Menace to Society.
Of course, you haven't seen that.
Yes, I have. Glory.
Yeah,
Seen it. It's not really a black movie, but Barbershop.
of course.
Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah.
Okay. Roots.
A long time ago.
Okay. Best Man.
Yeah, you've seen all these?
Yes. I told you, it's just these two. Juice.
Yeah. You seen Juice?
Yes.
You drink Juice.
Tupac was so good.
He was like a king of overacting.
Maybe I am crazy.
He was the king of
Omar
overacting.
Epps too. Antoine Fisher.
Yeah.
5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
Okay. Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
I forgot Guy Torry was in that. Or Del Torre.
Del Torre.
Forgot he was in
His
that.
name is Chicago.
Yeah. Nutty Professor.
Of course.
Ali.
Yeah.
House Party.
Yeah.
Soul Food.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
Time to Kill.
Yeah.
Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah. You ain't seen
I've
that?
seen it. I'm looking at
You've seen all these movies?
Yes. I'm telling you, that's the thing about being black. I talk about this in this set. To be black, you have to have seen everything. Not most things.
And I think
not
I
a lot
have
of
seen
things.
Do the Right Thing. I just don't remember it.
Nah, you ain't seen it. Shut up. What's love got to do with it?
Of course. You've seen it?
Yes. Wood.
Yes.
The Wood. Brown Sugar. School Days.
Yeah. No.
It's another Spike movie you haven't seen. That's 4 for me. Coach Carter. Are you lying?
You haven't seen Coach Carter?
Ah!
5. This is the movies. That's
You've seen
5.
all these?
Yes. Dead Presidents.
Of course.
Players Club.
Yeah.
Dream Girls.
Yeah.
Rosewood. John Singleton. That's 6.
God rest his soul.
You've seen all these?
Yes, I told you. It's just Harlem Nights and Belly. Love Jones. Enemy of the State.
That's not a black
It's not
movie.
movie. But this
Gene Hackman was in that.
This website is in it. So, I was selling our group back.
Yeah.
Big Mama's House.
Of course.
Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Baby Boy. Your
Yes.
favorite. American Gangster. Great Debaters. 7.
You seen that?
Yes. Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Oh, maybe I keep doing this.
No. Thin
Yes.
Line Between Love and Hate.
Yes.
Harlem Nights.
Yes, you ain't
That's
seen
the one
it.
I haven't seen. So it's down to 6. Eve's Bayou.
I've seen that.
Drumline.
Yeah.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Your favorite movie was Drumstick.
Drumstick. Yeah.
What was the next one?
Drumstick. High Learning.
Yeah, what would you say after Drumstick?
Tuskegee Airmen. Another one for me. Hurricane. You seen Blizzard from Baskin Robbins.
No.
Thinking Like a Man.
Bob. Yeah.
Amistad.
Yeah.
Sister Act.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
What's 2's name? Sister
Back
Act.
in the habits.
All right. Snack and Snack It.
No, he's
Coolie
Snack in the
High.
Habits.
Snack and the Habits better.
Coolie High, have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that late though. I only saw that a couple years ago. Oh no, I'm sorry. I haven't seen Coolie High. No, I have seen Coolie
No,
High.
you have not seen Coolie High.
Oh, it's Crooklyn. I haven't seen Coolie High.
You
I
haven't
saw
seen
Crooklyn. I
You
haven't seen Coolie High, so that's 5. Crooklyn I saw late.
I've seen that.
The Wiz.
Seen it.
Cheese Whiz, what you saw. Bump the Rib.
Yes.
Bump the Rib?
Have you seen that?
Yep.
Okay.
Next Friday. All on Fridays.
Yeah, I seen all Fridays.
Okay, Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Purple Rain. The ones you've seen, haven't seen, are so egregious though.
Don't use my word.
That's a color. Purple Rain, color. Purple.
In my defense.
Those count as 2. How have you not seen Purple Rain?
I was not the hugest Prince fan. I did like Diamonds and Pearls.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Of course.
I love that movie. Paid in Full.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm. Everybody Eats Beat. We'll do 3 or 4 more. We'll go to 75. The Help.
Yeah.
The Brothers.
Yeah.
In the Heat of the Night.
No.
I ain't seen that. Sidney Poitier. Oh no, actually I've seen that. Tierra has a joke about that. Soldier Story with Denzel. I ain't seen it either. Preacher's Wife. Seen that. Told y'all I've seen more than Doughboy.
All right. We got one more topic, then we'll do all one gotta go.
A couple more movies. Because I want to beat you by a lot. And hopefully I don't lose. I Am Legend.
Yeah.
That's not a black
That's not a black movie.
Killing the Bee. I see that. Yeah, you're right. These aren't really count. All about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
What you got?
BLT.
You want to eat sandwiches? All right, go ahead.
Speaking of
Give me a bite.
former NBA players turned executives that are starting to clap back in the media. Magic, that looks fire.
I'm kind of proud of something.
You friends in real life too, man?
The episode, though.
Fire.
Focus, the topic.
Man, that look fire.
It was.
I had a BLT in
All
a
right,
minute.
they should be making them at home.
But I don't like tomatoes, but I love BLTs. I just hate the
Just
tomatoes.
dip some bacon in some mayonnaise.
Shut up. So, Magic claps back.
This is the funniest thing ever.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, Magic
gonna be there.
unceremoniously quit his job as head of basketball operations. They should have called him big head of basketball operations. He has a really massive head. I feel like his head has gotten bigger as he's gotten older.
He got a monster.
Jeez,
I mean, I
okay.
can't talk. Right?
Yeah. I was wondering how you were even speaking. I was like, you want to say some stuff? Okay. All right. So you yourself. So Magic basically clapped back.
Oh,
So when he quit, like nobody understood. It was like, why are you quitting? And he was kind of vague. He was like, I'm just out. So he goes on First Take and was
That
just
meme
like,
is so funny.
he goes on First Take and airs out the general manager, a dude by the name of Rob Pelinka, who just looks like a snake.
Oh man,
He
all
just
the
looks
video
like
footage,
a
he looks so
sleazy
shady.
car salesman. Like he's just like, there's no transmission, but I got a warranty. You give it 3 days. Call the people. I bought a car one time that didn't have reverse. I did.
How
What?
did you drive?
Doughboy, this
I
is
looked at
great
it as a
material,
metaphor for
man.
life. I was just
So
like, God
good.
don't want me going back, because the car just didn't go backwards.
I
I was like,
looked at-
God don't want me going backwards, only forward.
Wait, did you test it out?
I knew it didn't have a transmission, but he told me, the dude told me, nah, man, don't worry about it. Just
How do you-
put it in the
how do
car."
you
Something
park?
not to worry. How do you get out of a parking spot?
I just parked where you can just drive straight out.
You
I
couldn't.
had a
I needed a car,
I
man.
had a car that eventually didn't go in reverse, but when I bought it, it went forwards and backwards.
But what would you rather do? Be able to go forward or just not be able to go forward or backwards?
It's just funny.
You know how many other cars there are to
I
buy?
got bad credit.
How much was the car?
I was making payments.
I
on
think
it.
it was probably $3.
He was making payments.
You want a car note for a car that didn't go in reverse?
A car that didn't go in reverse when you bought it? No!
Because he told me, he was like, I'll level with you. It doesn't really go backwards. But
Why does he have to level it? That should be a lead
The
off.
car!
it was like $4,000. But I was
You paid $4,000 for a car that don't work.
I was in a bad place in my life.
You weren't able to go backwards. We know that.
And then they fixed it, and then I fell behind on payments, and they came and took it.
Oh
And then
my.
they sold it for $8,000.
Yeah, this didn't go right for me.
Doughboy, this is great material for
This
your
is-
set, man.
Why are you not talking about this on
I
stage?
don't know, man.
This is textbook. You have a full hour of stuff you just don't want to talk about.
The only way you buy a car that doesn't go in reverse is if it's $400 and you know how to fix it. Because I sold a car that had a bad clutch
Really?
on Craigslist, but I said,
You docked
hey, this car has a bad clutch. The person who bought it was a mechanic. He was like, bad clutch for this? It was like a 96 Civic. He was like, I'm going to fix this, no problem. You was just like, I'll go for it. Who needs back?
At the time, I had $500 to put down. They took it.
Had a
I
down
wanted to
payment.
drive.
What was your car payment?
It was cheap. It was like $250.
That
$250?
what?
I was at a bad time in my life. I wasn't always on Righteous and Magic.
My car off the lot was $250.
I was going
Same
off the
year.
rock, 'cause you probably got good credit.
though.
This
My,
is true.
I don't have great credit, and my car note was like $190,
$250 for a
and my car
Lightstream.
definitely goes.
Doughboy, hop on Lightstream,
forward.
man.
But no, I had to convince myself that I was just supposed to be going forward in life. That was the point of what I was saying. I
Yeah.
don't need to be going backwards. And I couldn't. But then
Did
they
you ever
fixed
have to
it.
go backwards?
Wow.
Huh? I did. It was it was pretty optimistic when you do it, but then you're just like, I can't live like
You're
this.
like, I'm not making this turn. You're just like,
And then you do something crazy and you try to go in first. It's like, I gotta figure a different way out of this. So, yeah, that's where
I
it
bet
goes.
you didn't. You just didn't realize how much you actually have to go backward.
Exactly.
You're like, people don't be going
But then they actually
backwards.
got it fixed, and then I fell behind, and then they came and got that. I
Oh
thought
my
I was
gosh.
safe too because you had to jump
Double
a fence to get
A.
into our gate. They jumped it, drove it out.
What are you
I
talking
was
about?
like, they're not gonna jump in the gate and take it.
you walk
You
out.
literally
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
need to
Jump
say
in the
this
gate
on
and took the car.
stage.
So, yes.
What are you talking?
It was an Infinity. It was an SUV, and it was green. It just didn't go backwards. It had leathers.
That was the selling
Doughboy.
point. But it has leathers.
Did you take girls on dates with this?
I didn't have it that long. I had it for like 2 months. They came and got that.
That's
You
$500.
fall
That's the down payment.
Did you make one payment?
I made it was like
You put the money down and
I
then
put
they,
the money down, but I maybe had the car for max 3 months.
You were like, oh, you guys want this $250 every month?
you basically gave them enough money to fix the
I'm like,
transmission.
Loki, my car note is
You
$130.
could have bought a new clutch.
Shut up, man. That's the one gotta go. Wait,
You should have just bought the new clutch and
So
flipped it.
Magic aired out Rob Pelinka. That's what we're talking about, guys. You guys are
This is
getting off
hilarious,
the subject
so quick.
ahead. Rob Pelinka is the enemy. So he talked really bad about Rob Pelinka.
He couldn't go in reverse out of a parking
I'm
spot.
sorry. No way. How do you do like that?
my life, man.
Your life
How
story.
old
You
were
just
you?
need to
How
go
old
up
were
on
you?
stage.
He's 38.
When I was in LA.
Oh my god.
You're past your 30?
Yes. Absolutely.
No way.
I'm 32. I needed a car. That's what you got to understand. That's why it's messed up. And you got to get on live stream so you don't have to deal with situations like this. When you got bad credit, people take advantage of
They
you.
do.
They
They
do.
really
That's
do.
true.
No, you knew you had a bad situation
When
going
you
into the
know,
car.
but I did not want to get on the bus. I wanted to drive. And if I couldn't go backwards, that was far better than being. This was before Uber
Sometimes-
was really the thing.
But the bus
Oh,
could go
man.
backwards.
You got your car repoed in 3 months. That means you were delinquent on at least 2 payments.
You.
That's what I'm not understanding.
He never made a payment.
The re-
That's what he's saying.
He never-
The name of the place too was called like Repo for Us or something. They had Repo in the name.
The
of
down
the
payment didn't
You
clear.
had
No.
$500.
The down payment
I had
didn't
the
clear.
500.
You gave him the 5, and you're like, I'm gonna ride this as long.
You know how it go.
No.
You don't know how it goes. Like,
No.
I at least got a couple of months.
No.
People with bad credit usually get like cars that the rate is so high that the payment's like $600-700, but the car lasts.
Well, you know, right
Yeah,
now I'm
it's
currently
still
renting
okay.
my car from a guy.
That situation needs to get clear.
I'm currently renting my car from a guy.
So it's safe to
No one, right? How much is it?
300.
wait, 300
A
for
month?
that?
Yeah, but it's just a guy. He just comes every month, gets the 300, and he drives off.
That car is stolen.
Every guy.
Let me tell you how I knew Doughboy's life wasn't up to snuff.
Why don't you
He
just?
told me he had to pay his bills. He said, I gotta run some errands and run around town and pay my bills. Why are you leaving your house to pay bills
In 2019.
You don't need to go everything's right here. What bill? I got my car note guy. I gotta hand him $300 out of my pocket.
That's the only way he'll do it.
Wow.
How do you get in touch with somebody who rents cars?
I knew a girl, and I was like, yo, where'd you get this car? She was like, I know a guy. And so she
I
gave
know a
me-
guy.
And that was a good lead for you?
Yeah.
What happened with the
There was
girl?
no credit checks.
What happened with the
I've
girl?
been doing it for 3 years.
Doughboy rents these cars that have been paid off.
Did she go to jail? What happened to the
Nah,
girl?
the guy just bought.
He's a tow truck driver. He has a tow truck company. And when he tows cars and then people fall behind or don't, then he becomes the owner of them.
Did you meet him when they towed your car?
Shut up.
Okay.
He rents them to people like me.
That's such a good business
That's not bad.
because the cars. I
sit
didn't know
there.
that's how he got them. So he literally is getting them for free.
Yeah.
Because I had a car that got towed and I was just like, man, y'all can have it.
Yeah, and then he knows mechanics and stuff.
He
They
fixed
fix
it
the
up for
car.
nothing. So every time how long have you had this car?
It's 2016. Well, not this one. This one I've had since 2017.
So you've been paying $250 on this car for
300.
3 years. 300 for 3 years.
But I don't own it any more than when I got it back then. That's the only thing.
If you're leasing a used car.
You could have a 2019 for that same note.
Out of my
Yeah.
credit.
Maybe at this
I
point,
don't
if that
know,
was
Doc
going
Boy.
towards some kind of note in general, your credit would have been built
Leasing's not
up.
bad.
Leasing
Huh?
isn't bad.
Leasing's not bad.
You just need some money down.
But you have to have good credit to lease.
You do. I'm saying
You
you're
might be
leasing right now.
surprised.
You got under the table leasing.
You're
But it's
leasing
cool
with
though, because
no.
if something ever goes wrong with the car, I'll be like, hey man, the car.
Right, but it's not helping your credit report.
But $300 isn't a cheap car note either.
That's not.
Like
That's
I
the
was
car,
thinking
the
about
09.
it.
You gotta own.
That's a. I have an 09 and low key, my car note is 130. I was mistaken. My car note is 130,
130?
and I don't have great
you know a
credit.
guy?
No, I don't know a guy.
I need a guy.
It's kind of my thing.
I don't
is that
know.
Knowing a guy.
Why don't you just? Why are you not buying? Now you might be in a position to buy a car in
I
cash,
actually said that.
Yeah.
or put
Why?
enough money down and be like, I'm telling you, cash talks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was thinking that recently. I was just like, maybe I should stop dealing with the guy.
And you can fix your credit once you start. Like it won't be that hard to fix your
I
credit.
actually don't even
now.
have that much debt.
What do you have? Just a whole bunch of charge-offs?
Just a couple things.
What is that? That was the most
If you're rich-
conspicuous.
A couple of
What's
things.
on your credit report? Really could be anything.
It could be
Do you have
anything.
medical bills?
No student loans.
Anything. Stuff
Was
in
it Closed
collections.
bank accounts?
No, I have
Some stuff
one repo for one of the cars that got repossessed.
We know about that one.
Blockbuster account. It's just like it's not a lot of
Blockbuster.
stuff.
Hold on. Hold on.
Cannot do that
How
much.
do you have a Blockbuster account still
I'm
that
A ton of stuff.
When's the last time you checked your credit?
It might be okay.
Credit Karma. I raised my credit
It is my
100 points.
personal mission. I'm going to
Lightstream should hop in on this one.
Really?
No, I don't want this in anybody's hands. I want to personally help you with your credit.
Okay.
You need to go and get your credit report.
Okay.
A lot of times,
This is insane.
most of this stuff is fear.
Mhm.
You just don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
You need to look at it. You need to print it off. You need to make some calls. By this much.
Oh, you know what? My bank just sent me an email recently and asked me did I want my credit report.
You need to get it.
Click that
Because
button.
by now, if you're this far behind on collections, you probably can get them for pennies on the dollar. You're like, man, here's 100. Close me out. They'll probably take it. You need to get your credit back. It's gonna make the rest of your life better.
Yeah.
Your apartments, all your options are open.
This is it.
You think you know a guy.
Hold on, let's see if I can get my credit report. Hold on.
I'm just not getting past.
You
the
could
fact
get it
that we
on
got
Credit
a car
Karma all the
repoed.
time too.
Didn't go reverse.
FreeCreditReport.com. There's plenty of ways to get it. You don't have to get it at this moment while we're shooting the podcast.
I would like to hear it in real time, but we'll talk about
Ain't best.
Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka.
All right, so Magic and Rob Pelinka.
Just-
Rob Pelinka is the real enemy, not my credit.
I can't even get it.
So Rob Pelinka is a jerk, according to Magic Johnson. He was talking about Magic. And you ain't gonna just be disrespecting Magic like that. He Magic. You feel me? So Magic basically aired him out, and they was trying to give him the political correct answers out. And he was like, nah, I don't like Rob Pelinka. You know, so basically what you're saying is there was miscommunication. No. Rob Pelinka, I know like the man. So he kind of went in. What did you think
The
about it?
funniest thing about it is like Rob Pelinka is the guy you hate at work. He basically was like, Magic don't even be in the office that much.
He really do.
Look at me, Jeannie. Look, I'm here to meet Rob Pelinka. I'm here safe. Magic, he was wearing Nike slides to work one time. I saw him. Man, you know, he doesn't really represent us that well. Look, I know he is Magic on the basketball court. But he took an hour and 10-minute lunch.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He's that guy.
He's that guy.
And you think at that level that maybe people aren't like that. Everybody's
They never shed their true colors.
No, man. Everybody's job has a guy like Rob Pelinka. You usually just don't. You usually get the person fired and usually don't get aired out. I don't think he
And
ever
Magic was very forthcoming. He said, look, I told Jeannie when she hired me I wasn't going to start my other businesses, blah, 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 XYZ. And he was like, and then this guy was just going.
I think everybody in the Lakers knew Magic was the face except Magic. I think he was
Magic
the
got a
only
big face, too.
I think he was the only one that didn't know what it was. They're like, man. Because I'm going to tell you how I know. When they fired Magic, they're like, we're not going to replace
Even
him.
put another person in there. They were like, why? Because it wasn't a real position. It was just Magic.
It was just like people like him. It was a whole thing. Like,
They didn't even have nothing under the title of his name. It was just like Magic. It was just like him. Like, it can't just be a him.
If nobody's reports, I mean, apparently he was higher than Rob Pelinka, and he was completely getting undermined. And it's just, Magic went on first take for the whole hour. It's like,
And it was
I
just-
hate him.
Exactly.
Robert.
It was funny. I think they're going to have a tough time getting some free agents there this year, though. Because it almost seems like he did this very calculated and meticulously to embarrass the franchise. That
Yeah, he
does.
was emailing behind his back, talking behind his back.
He said, you're going to learn today.
Oh,
So
yeah.
shout out to Magic for doing that. And let's go to one guy to go. But I did want to show this to you real quick because I did.
You pulled your
actually
credit?
pulled it up. I don't really want to show you this.
Let me see.
Is the number there?
Yeah.
You really
What's a good one?
I'll tell
North
you.
of 7?
No, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it like woo woo?
You can tell them.
You could cut it. I'll mark it. You could cut it
You
out.
want to tell
It's
people?
okay. It's fine.
No, this is transparent.
$4.99.
You're almost at 500.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
let me pull up the things though.
I'm going to be looking.
It's not good.
That's not good.
No.
$4.99.
No. They
But
wouldn't-
you
they
know
wouldn't
what,
allow-
Dope Boy? I raised my credit 100. Student loans messed up my credit, and I raised it 100 points in like a year. So
It's doable.
It's doable.
You need to order your real credit report.
Do you see the stuff that I owe?
No, this is just a number, and this is like a whole bunch of.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't
like,
have that much
apps
history
that
on
they
my
want you to use.
credit.
Go to Experian or freecreditreport.com and get the actual credit report thing.
And you'll help me and you'll show me your
I'm
ways?
going to help you.
Okay.
Jesus. Oh,
I thought you couldn't even see anything.
I'm looking around, but no, they don't show you anything but your score. Oh, there's a lot of red in your thing.
What is on Credit Karma they'll show you.
Sumo business.
It starts at $350.
It starts at $350.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
well,
go below
$150 over the worst.
Huh.
Well, $149 over the worst, but we'll get that.
Oh man, I'm losing my voice. Let's do one gotta go.
Okay, so one gotta go. All right. We're gonna do animated movies for this. Side note, I want to go on record and say this before it actually happens so I can be held as a genius once it happens. The new Aladdin will be a dud.
You have said that.
I believe this too about Lion King, but I don't feel as strongly about Lion King being a dud. But I'm willing to bet money that Aladdin will be trashed by the critics.
Okay, I was going to say, what's your definition of a dud? Because in the box office, it's going to be booming.
I don't think it's even going to be booming.
Okay.
I don't think they'll do over 100 mil.
You're
week.
I
wild.
was like,
Would you like to
yeah.
bet, Joshua?
I'll put 100 on.
I don't know if
You don't
was
think
like
you don't think Aladdin's not going to do $100
They're
million?
not gonna do 100 mil just because.
Yeah, you backed
Disney,
into that corner
Disney
real quick.
money is long.
Yeah.
Nostalgia alone will sell this movie. I'm not sure if you remember that Will Smith is in it.
But that's the thing that I think is going to hurt the movie. We don't want a buff, handsome Aladdin.
But what constitutes a dud?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it critically planned? Is it box office, or is it
Critically,
the general?
because we just found out that Suicide Squad made $300 million, and that movie was
So you're taking out box office
Forget
revenue.
the box office. I'm just saying that it's going to be critically panned, and it's
Now
going to be universal.
critics didn't like Bad Boys 2.
I'm
people
saying the
liked it.
general consensus of the movie will be it's bad amongst everybody. We will
So
all say
critics
it's not
and
a
regular
good.
people.
Yes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes and you and I will
Okay.
not like this movie. So I'm on record for saying that.
Okay.
All right. So the one gotta go today is going to actually feature the original Aladdin. Okay. So it's going to be Lion King,
Mm-hmm.
Finding Nemo, Shrek.
No, I think we did a different one.
Did we?
Yeah. What was the other one?
Hold on. Shrek, Aladdin, Lion King.
Incredibles instead of
Incredibles. Okay, so not Finding Nemo. So Lion King, Incredibles, Shrek, and Aladdin.
Yeah.
Lion King, Incredibles, Shrek, and Aladdin. First off the board for me, Shrek. Shrek might be in my top 5 favorite movies, period.
Because you're built like him.
Shut up. It's a very, very good movie. Eddie Murphy bodied that.
Man.
He brought something to animated movies that I don't think we ever really seen.
He's
It was
so funny.
he just
has
murked it.
donkey.
Yes.
So who don't like parfaits? Everybody likes parfaits. That was just the most random. Melissa's sister, her middle sister, and I. The funniest part of Shrek, the conversation about parfaits.
That was hilarious. Because it was so random.
So random.
Yes.
Just
And they were just good. I mean, now as the franchise went on, I was just like over it. By the time
the
we had
original?
Original, hands down. Is that off the board for you first too?
No.
Okay. Who's off the board first?
Come
on.
I'm gonna bring in rewatchability into this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Incredibles.
Incredibles was.
Incredibles might be
I
my
didn't
favorite
like-
Pixar movie.
I didn't
ever.
like it. No, you know what?
I love Incredibles.
You know what they did really well too?
The villain.
They waited almost 10 years for the sequel,
15.
and it didn't disappoint.
Mm-mm.
I watched part 2 not too long ago. I was like, this is good.
Syndrome as the villain was great.
Mhm.
The story was great. The husband who couldn't remember who he was, thinking he still got it. He's basically Aisha Curry. Do I still got it or not? I don't know. Gotta find out.
What was the context around that?
Mr. Incredible.
Mhm.
I don't know. Nobody even asked me to fight anymore.
Right.
Syndrome.
Was good.
Frozone. Honey, where's my super suit? I mean, perfect scene. I think I'm gonna take Incredibles off the board first.
Incredibles on first. Incredibles will go off second for me, because
Okay.
for all the reasons that you just said. Like,
The Lion King will go off second for me. Perfect. Simba, perfect.
how you feel like the reboot's gonna do?
Honestly, I just
It's
wish
not
they.
gonna be good.
No,
We don't-
I don't know that.
It's difficult to go
I'm
from
becoming that old
animated
person.
to live action. That's hard.
Well,
Yeah.
Doughboy thought they were real animals, so let's just get that out of the way.
I was on a date years ago, and I seen Jungle Book, and I looked at my date, and I said, are these animals real? And she looked at me like, no. But they looked real. And while you're sitting there doing all that, they use real animals in Dr. Dolittle. I know they didn't talk. I know they used something for their mouths. But they use real animals. I thought that they just trained the animals really good.
Oh, well, you think they got lions coming at a call time? Hey guys, sorry, Simba's in catering.
Saw Jungle Book on a date.
I did.
and looked at that movie and said, "Are these real?
I was just thinking out loud.
Is this snake that is talking?"
No, I didn't think that they were talking. I just thought the animals were real. They looked real. I didn't get a second date, by the way. But
I'm not surprised.
you know.
Were you driving in the Infinity that only went forward?
Shut up. Leave me alone. So you think that? So you don't know if it's.
I like the Jungle Book, so I think it's nearly impossible to mess up the Lion King. I saw the Lion King on Broadway.
They didn't use real animals there.
They don't. No, contrary to popular belief, those are people with lion heads over their faces.
Shut up. You're the frying king.
But no, it's hairline. It's hairline.
All right, so. So, Incredibles is gone for me, and Shrek is gone for me, and Incredibles and
Lion King for me.
Lion King. So now I have left Aladdin and Lion King. I'll say what I like about both.
Okay.
Lion King, contrary to popular belief, I didn't see till 2 years ago. So that should be noted for the record. I was kind of in the streets trapping when the real Lion King came out.
Snacking.
I was really out there.
Snacking in
So
around.
I really wasn't into the animated life. I was about that life.
In between bites.
So,
What were you doing in 1994 when the Lion King came out?
man,
How old were
streets
you?
was vicious. In 94? Well, I was born in 79.
Well, you
so-
weren't backing out of a parking spot.
Shut up. I was 15. I was 14. 15.
How did you decide I'm not gonna see this?
It's not that it was that. It was just, I was a teenager. It was
It
a cartoon movie and I was in high school.
Got it. When you had your daughter, Kiara,
Yeah.
you don't run through the whole.
I didn't go back through the gauntlet because that wasn't a movie that I consumed as a child myself. So it wasn't like, oh, you got to watch this.
Okay.
We watched Little Mermaid. Like, I watched Little Mermaid. Like,
You watched Citizen Kane?
As a kid, I
Like,
loved Little
when
Mermaid.
you
Okay.
So, all right, so, but it wasn't a movie. Once
Josh.
I did see it.
When it was re-released, you went and saw it.
No, I wasn't seeing it. No, I just went and just randomly rented it. Like, I just watched it not too long ago. It was good. It was a good father-son thing. I like all that. Aladdin, I thought Aladdin was just dope. I thought Aladdin was a great premise of a story. I related to it on a lot of different levels. It had funny moments for me. So if one of them had to go, I would stick with the original Aladdin and lose Lion King. This just wasn't all that to me.
Oh, Lion King is the greatest Disney animated film of all time. It's the most successful and profitable piece of intellectual property.
I feel like that just doesn't resonate with Doughboy because he doesn't have that nostalgic tie to it.
There's so much nostalgia.
If I didn't, but that's what I'm saying. If you
There's
didn't watch,
so much nostalgia.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have that same nostalgic if you watched it. If you didn't watch it.
If I watch The Lion King right now and Aladdin right now, I feel like The Lion King is a much better movie.
No.
You absolutely. You don't tell me what I would.
No, you wouldn't like it more.
Yes, I would.
Aladdin,
How are you gonna tell him what he likes, what he doesn't like?
Man, no way. In the comments, they roasted
They
you.
roasted in the comments.
They're killing
It
me.
had James Earl Jones. It had, I don't know, fun fact, James Earl
Maybe
Jones.
James Earl Jones.
And then I realized.
Coming to America, it plays Sarabi, his wife, in there. Jason Weaver, it had the kid from Home Improvement. Jonathan
When you
Taylor.
really think about it, though, the movie was kind of dark.
Whoopi Goldberg is the lead
Had a
hyena.
lot of violence in the movie.
Yeah, it talks about death. I mean, it's a.
It had two violent
It was
scenes.
like a
It had the
kid.
wildebeest thing and it had the scar fight at the end.
But if taking into account what
Bro, I think
children's
The
movies
Lion
are,
King
it
is-
was very serious
Hold
and
on,
grown up
hold on.
content
Let
for
me
children.
tell you something real quick. I feel like The Lion King is ranked in the top 200 of IMDb's top 200 movies. Let me check that. Let me see, because I feel like it might be the highest ranked animated film.
I don't think that it is. I mean, I'm not saying it was
is.
bad.
No, I know. You just said it was the fourth movie of these movies.
Yeah.
Somebody said you watched the
Huh?
Bambi.
Damn it.
Mickey Mouse driving the boat. Let's go.
All right, hold on. Let me
It ain't ranked that high because it's not.
No, I just said it's in the top 250. I'm trying to see the first animated film. The Lion King is the number 45 movie in IMDb's top 250
Of animated?
of all movies. 45. 8.5 out of 10. Ahead of, well, a lot.
It ain't better than Toy Story 3.
It is.
It is definitely.
It is. And I
It's
love
better
Toy
than
Story
almost
3.
everything. I personally like Incredibles. I just think it was, at that time in my life, I just thought it was great. Thought it was funny. But The Lion King is my second favorite movie. And my favorite
So you would lose
animated.
Aladdin?
Aladdin easily. Aladdin or The Lion King?
I wasn't that in mind.
America agrees. It's number 45 of top 250 of all movies. Of all critics.
You
all
ain't
of
even seen Harlem
America.
Nights. I don't take your opinion serious.
So,
The soundtrack, The Lion King.
The Lion King soundtrack, Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Maybe we should start a movie. Maybe we should. Maybe I'll watch it
Elton
again.
John. What's Circle of Life? Phil Collins.
Oh man.
They have
Woo!
everybody.
But was the movie that good to you?
Oh boy,
Yes.
you saw it in celebration of your AARP card.
It was that good to me. I liked Aladdin. I like pretty much all those movies at that. Aladdin, Finding Nemo.
You
They're
know,
all
you know
good.
what I probably suffer from, and I can honestly say this because I didn't see it, and there was at the time that everybody else did, and there was so much hype around it. Maybe my expectation
That's
was
fair.
a little bit too high going into it.
I could give him that.
And then it was just like, oh, it's supposed to be this great thing.
But what it,
No,
how
but
did
it
it,
like break me up.
I hear you, but how did it disappoint you? What about it was like, well, that wasn't that great?
To be honest, I know it's probably gonna sound stupid. It's harder for me to watch older movies that I haven't seen because the technology of it ain't that good.
I know.
It just still looks like all
You think-
2D films.
I know, but if you just watched it and you had never seen it, you'd be like, what? Okay, like. But the fact that you seen it when it was on par with what was going on technology wise, that's probably why I don't like it. Because it's like an older movie, it's like a cartoon. It's like it doesn't move like I've seen Toy Story 3. Like I've seen animated movies at the highest
Those
apex.
came
here's the
out
thing.
at
I saw
different
Brooklyn
times,
way
though.
late. Way late.
But that's different though.
How?
But
It's
that
an
has nothing to do
older
with
movie.
technology.
It's an older movie.
No, but it's a drama though. Like if it was like have you ever watched like a movie that had like special
Yeah, like
effects
Jurassic Park.
and you watch it 20 years later, it's like, what are they doing?
Yes, I get that. But for animated films, that technology didn't change for like 100 years. It felt like.
But do you see like the Toy Stories and the like versus
Yes, I get that point. Out of nothing to do with the story or any of the other stuff that makes the movie. It wasn't like Anaconda, the monster doesn't look real. Jurassic Park, it all looks mechanic. There's nothing about the
But
Lion
the
King if I
story-
just saw.
But do you understand how
I
sometimes maybe
just said
not
I understand.
you didn't let me finish. Do you understand
Whatever you
how
have to say, I understand.
shut up. Do you understand how I could just be like the hype was just too much and then when I seen it just didn't live up to the hype?
No, because usually that means a movie was hyped and it wasn't as good.
That's.
I feel like the Lion King should have held up to whatever your expectation of it was.
No, I just thought that it was like the greatest animated movie ever. That's from what people
Arguably
say.
is. It's number 45 of all movies.
I said
And it's an animated.
What's your top
Disney
5
movie.
animated movies?
Toy Story 3, Incredibles, Shrek, Finding Nemo.
You think Finding Nemo is better than The Lion King?
I
That's
wasn't that
crazy.
into
That's
it.
crazy.
Nemo better than The Lion King?
It's good, but it's
It's
not
a very
top
good
45.
movie.
It's
But
not,
not
it's not
over Lion
better than The
King.
Lion King.
Lion
good.
King is just a staple in Disney's.
Toy Story
Catalog.
is great.
Yes.
Toy Story 3 is the
Apex of the
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 1 is the best Toy Story.
No, it's
movie.
not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Yeah, I said what I said.
No, but it's not true.
It
It's
is
not
true.
your opinion.
I think
I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
I think Toy Story 3 works. It works really well because you've seen all 3, and that's what helps it. Stand alone, Toy Story 1 was fantastic. I mean, just stand alone.
No, 'cause the villain wasn't really personified in part 1 like that.
Sid?
Lotso was a way better villain.
Because he was a
Lotso?
toy?
He was a disgruntled toy. That's
He
I
was
was
a disgruntled truck.
I like Lotso. I
Lotso
like
was great.
Lotso.
Lotso was great.
He wasn't a bad villain.
Right.
Toy
But the
Story
whole
And the way he tried to pose as
Buzz
a
Lightyear
friend.
doesn't think he's a toy. He thinks he's real.
He tries to fly around.
Andy doesn't love Woody as much anymore.
Okay, all right.
You got
I'm agreeing with you. Okay.
his it's fading.
Yeah.
You got a friend in me.
Wow.
But that scene in Toy Story 3 where they all held hands.
That's what I'm saying, but that's
Woo!
because
That's a
Toy Story
scene.
1 and 2 built
They
that
did
scene
get those moments.
3.
You don't get that.
You've
without
been
that.
through a lot with them. By the time they're about to die, I was crying. I was like, because they had resigned to die. They were like,
They were
well,
ready. This is it.
this is it.
I cried big.
I was
I
balling.
cried big time.
I did.
But 1 is a great story.
So you're gonna keep liking.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
We should.
And Incredibles is just my preference. That's like this. I just really love The Incredibles. But The Lion King was my favorite animated movie probably until The Incredibles.
Over Aladdin.
Oh yeah,
Aladdin's fun.
Robin Williams is the best part of Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think
that's another reason that Will Smith is gonna have a tough act to follow.
Well, I don't even. To me, it's like it's the same movie, but it's a totally different movie.
They bring different.
I don't want to see Buff Aladdin.
They bring different
it's
characteristics to the table for Aladdin, or not for
and
Aladdin. For
because the thing about it for me is because the genie that was animated, there was more they could do than live action.
Right.
They literally had elephants walking and ba 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 ba, and then like Robin Williams as the genie, like in those '90s years, he was doing like Flubber and Jumanji. He was doing all his Zeta stuff.
Yeah.
But as the genie, he was just like perfect for it. So that's gonna be a really hard role for anybody to.
And that's another. I don't
think anybody in The Lion King, no character in The Lion King, except for James Earl Jones, would be really hard to duplicate. And they got James Earl Jones. All those other characters, like I wasn't like, man, this is
James Earl Jones.
And
I didn't want to be disrespectful, be like that.
James Earl Jones out here. It's just that he sounded old for a long time. I think he might be 80.
I've never seen him look young.
Man, he got
He
a
got
bag.
one
He
of
probably
those.
got a
I've
bag
been
for
out.
this movie then.
Wasn't he in Cornbread and Me?
Cornbread.
I don't know what that
Cornbread
movie
and
is.
Me. He's
Look up
88
Cornbread.
years old.
He's 88.
I figured he was 80.
Look up Cornbread
And
and
he's
Me.
getting
He was
the
in it.
bag.
Whoa.
He was in
You don't
Cornbread
even
and
need
Me.
a bag at this point.
What's Cornbread?
Y'all never seen Cornbread and Me?
Cornbread Earl and Me,
Cornbread Earl and Me.
1975.
That's when he was young. He was a kid in there.
No, he was 40. He
Oh,
was
he was
40
40
then.
now?
It's gonna be like, wait, what?
88.
On what math
He could've
did
been
that
big.
put him at a child?
He was born in 19.
Cornbread Earl and Me is a great movie. Y'all should watch it when you get a second.
Cornbread.
It was
Lion King is great.
It was a young Lawrence Fishburne in there.
I was like, I don't even see James Earl Jones in this.
Lawrence Fishburne. That's what I meant. And he was young.
Damn, John
Okay.
Amos is 79?
All
right, well-
So you're going to stay? You're going to get rid of Aladdin?
Yeah.
But
Shrek was hilarious. Incredibles is perfect. Lion King is perfect. Shrek is hilarious. Aladdin's good, but of all those four, it can go.
I'll agree with you there.
See you guys
Thank
next
you for
week.
telling. Don't be signing that off fast. Sign
I
out the regular
gotta
speed.
pee. I've been holding it for a long time.
Okay.
I've been holding it since you said.
Thank you
paid
guys for
$250
tuning in.
for a car
I'm gonna-
and going to the-
I'm going to still sit here and
We
talk to
gotta
the right
read
pack.
for the next week.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
I've been having to pee
All right, can you
forever.
turn the phone so I can get some
They were saying that it's far back, Josh. Are you gonna punch in?
Oh,
Actually, it doesn't look bad.
No,
It doesn't.
It
looks
they're
good,
fine.
actually.
They're all right. They'll be all right.
They're just not used to it.
I'm not used to it.
Can I turn it?
Liz, who we have to fight?
But don't.
Oh snap! This is on live. Move.
Y'all was roasting me when I was saying things? Say it now, huh? Huh? Talk about my hairline. Did he really mess up my hairline? I don't want to hear these things. You don't want to talk to Doughboy? My black card's revoked. I'm wrong. Strike one hairline. What's up? You'll be there in St. Louis. Pull up. I don't see where he messed my hairline up, but I guess if they saying. Hold on a second. Your dad, his dad, yeah, not that good. What did he do though? I don't see what he did wrong. What's up, boy?
What's up?
You getting taller, man? What's up, man? Yeah.
That's how far in advance it was.
It's all
Set
good.
up.
I know it's pretty dope, right?
Why'd you guys stop the horizontal?
I don't know. That's Josh's doing.
This side of the situation because then that leaves the middleman.
I gotta back up and look. Hey, does my hairline look messed up? Does it look uneven?
I'm like, I would almost rather talk to them myself because you want me to do a hair product review with
Kind of.
What the hell? Come on, man.
Kind of.
All right, man. My
Though, it's not noticeable.
the nephew said that it's messed up, so it must be because he ain't got no dog in this fight. He wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. All right, I'm gonna have to holler at my. I didn't say I didn't like The Lion King. I'm just saying it wasn't all that to me, and maybe it's because I seen it later in life.
After this, I feel like there's a big hype behind it now. You know, and like we were, I don't know, but I said it's in the text already.
I could remember
Why don't I know how to pick things? I don't know. Toy Story 1 is better than 3. I mean, I did hear his arguments on that. But Barack and Michelle, look, I stand by the Barack and Michelle thing. I don't know. You got to also understand its impact on me. If I'm a person that said I ain't never voted, obviously, political things ain't gonna be that much effective on me. I never need to research. See, no. See, let's talk about it. KB, hold on.
Yeah.
They said I need to research topics more in depth. What did I say that I needed? I said, Solomon had several wives. Yeah, I don't need to research that. That's just me knowing that he had a bunch of wives. I'm thinking when you get married, you're supposed to just have one person and just deal with that one person. So I've heard about this whole Solomon thing, and what else am I supposed to research? Did he have more than one wife? Was it okay? If it was okay, that would confuse me. My car fiasco. I do be telling y'all, I'll be bearing my soul on this show. God didn't condone it. Okay. Well, I just didn't know. Like, people are saying concubines is like side chicks.
That's why I said I didn't want to just press the button.
I should because there's more context to it. Okay, I will. But I'm just saying that there are different things in the Bible that just confuse me. And so that's just one. Like he said, like there's parts where they said like, sacrificing animals. Like I would be like, but I'm just trying to learn. No, y'all can roast me. It's cool. But if I don't know something, I'm okay to say that. And I'm just trying to understand more of what it is. I wouldn't get offended. I'm never going to get offended for something I don't know. Because if I don't know, I just don't know. Now, if I say that I know something and then somebody's like, oh, you're just dumb for that, then that's cool because then you just don't agree with my opinion. But come talk to me about
What's
this.
up, man?
Because we're talking.
Until this
Try
down.
to give me, huh?
Until this down a little bit. I don't know why it's like
It's all good.
a floating.
So we're talking about the several wives in the Bible. Do you know about that?
Several wives in
So Solomon had wives.
Yeah, that was
More than one.
a case though. That wasn't every single person.
But he had more than one wife.
Yeah, but I feel like Old Testament is like.
But did he have more than one wife?
What are they saying?
School, I went to.
They're like, you need to research
I
and
studied
get
the
more
Bible.
understanding. I'm asking somebody who probably knows. Solomon had more than one wife?
To my understanding, I mean,
And God was cool with that? Because this is how I'm looking at it. When you get married, that's me going to God.
right? That's
saying,
our context of
this
marriage.
is
though.
my
That's
wife.
our context of marriage.
Right. So back then, was it different?
It could have been, but a lot of things were different.
In the Bible,
Social norms
In
back
the
then
Bible.
were much
You come
different.
talk, Greg. You come talk on the camera.
Old Testament,
Old Testament, people were wild in the Old
they
Testament.
don't live by that anymore. It's the New Testament.
I was
So
like,
in the
Jesus-
Old Testament, you can
What's
have
up,
more than
guys?
one wife. And so then where did that change in the New Testament?
Jesus came around. and
Jesus
he was
came
like,
and said, now you can't have more than one wife?
See, that's more.
I just be trying to get an understanding.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I be trying
but someone brought up a good point. The Ten Commandments.
Go in there and read.
I'm going to have to read, I guess.
You gotta read.
Unless
it.
somebody wants to tell me.
Zay's Josh's side. This is true. Zay is
Asking
passing
somebody
everybody in
ain't
the next 2 to
researched.
5 months.
Okay, I'm just asking somebody who read it. Okay, I'll do it too, but for right now,
It's a big
and
book.
the quick answer, does anybody have the quick answer?
What we're saying is there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that's open to interpretation.
Okay. So, can you have more than one wife or not?
There's not a yes
In
or
the
no answer
Bible.
for
Not
that.
a yes
In the
or
Bible,
no.
the Ten Commandments says don't commit adultery.
So then how could it have ever been okay for somebody to have more than one wife?
Bro,
That's
No, the
literally
Ten
adultery.
Commandments say don't commit adultery out.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to be combative for the purpose of it, but I'm just saying if there's a rule that says you cannot cheat on your wife, and if I have another wife and I'm being intimate with her, that's
But there were
literally
also rules like you couldn't, eat certain things.
right. They said you weren't supposed to eat anything with a split hoof,
Right.
so like pigs.
Right.
But then there's another part that says as long as you pray over the food, you can eat whatever.
So that's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
they were
is,
also
like,
roasting
there's
up.
different parts of
I don't know. I don't know.
They're roasting up lamb
here.
to repent for their sins in the Old Testament too, man. It's like,
I just be looking for an understanding of it, is what I be trying to say.
oh snap, this wasn't even that.
God didn't condone multiple wives, society did. So by that case, is it cool for me to have more than one wife if it's
No,
just
'cause
a God
society's
thing?
not condoning that.
Solomon's
now I have
wives
to-
was before the New Testament.
So New Testament.
It's
So things change in the New Testament.
a lot
lot changed in the
changes.
New
in
Testament.
So I need to just see, okay.
Look,
A lot changes.
I just be trying to understand.
can have
No,
as
you
many
try
wives as
and
want
get
to,
an extreme answer.
as long as the women want to be your wives.
But see, that's not okay. So then that's all that matters is if a woman wants to.
Yes.
So God will be pleased if I have 5 wives and they all want to be my wife.
I'm not talking about Jesus or God.
Okay,
I'm
I
just
know
talking
in
about-
life I can do whatever I
Okay.
want. I'm talking about in a spiritual context.
I think
Is that
spiritually,
pleasing to God?
It will be in you if it bothers you. or not.
If it didn't bother me and I said I'm cool with having 5 wives, is God cool with that?
We're not drinking cat.
We don't know. How we
See,
supposed to
I've been trying to get an understanding of how to live better as a Christian man.
Man wrote the Bible. You feel me? Like
Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
You're going too far.
you're going too deep into
How
it.
am I going to, if I'm trying to understand how to live the best version of a Christian life, and I want to know if my actions with women are pleasing to God, that I would go to the Bible to see that, right?
Okay.
Not necessarily, but see, then you're trying to change the interpretation of what you're seeing that part of the Bible to be. That's
No.
one section of the Bible.
Okay, but I'm thinking that there's not variations of what you're supposed to do.
There's different stories with different.
They're saying no.
They're
Yeah.
saying no.
They're telling you to read the comments because a bunch of them were saying no. They're saying
How
it was pleasing to society but not to God, and
Okay.
God didn't accept it.
I'm not going too deep, Join us.
join a Bible study.
Not to commit adultery. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So if you have more than one wife, that is
So
cheating
no
on your
cheat-
wife.
But that's
How are
the
you-
Old Testament.
Tell me this though. How are you cheating on your wife if you have more than one wife? If they're your wife.
Then how can I
True.
possibly commit adultery?
You can't be committing adultery if they're more than one wife.
So if I have more than one wife, so if I have 3 wives
Yes.
and I'm sleeping with all of them, I'm not committing adultery.
As long as
You're
they
not.
know.
And in the Bible it says
Ah!
it says
No, no.
it says obey,
I ain't cool with
it
it,
says
though.
obey the law of the land.
Okay.
So if you live here, legally you can't have multiple wives. But some,
So then it
some
goes about-
some other places in the country you can.
So then
So
it
then
so
you're
then it
fine.
goes from it doesn't matter. So it's not a guideline of my relationship with God. It's a guideline of wherever I live then.
Yeah, but it still will be because if you have 5
You're
wives
welcome,
and then you go
Miss Jessica
sleep with a
Williams.
lady
Okay,
that's
so-
not your wife, that's adultery.
But if I have more than
You know
one
how
wife,
Solomon was born?
I would have to live in a place that said it was okay.
Yes.
So then this, I don't know if I'm asking the question right.
You're not.
So if I live in Placenta,
You-
let's just say let's call this place Placenta,
We might as well
and
call
Placenta
Placenta.
I
says
know, he almost
Placenta
listened.
says
Where is
you
Ted?
can have as many wives as
He's
you
in the
want.
bathroom.
So now it has nothing to do with whatever
He's in the bathroom.
my relationship with God is about where I live.
You know what?
Because
You
if
really-
they say it, then it's cool, right?
Have you? But I want to ask you a question. That's, have you ever gone to like? Have you ever, when you were like an adult and could
Yes.
remember, go to Bible study and
Uh-huh.
like study the Bible?
Yes. I grew up in church.
But I'm saying recently.
No. Because I always run into things like this that I can't explain and then I get frustrated.
Because there's a lot of
Because I've been
things.
trying to get a better
Just like
understanding.
Kev was saying, like there's
Like,
stuff
I
that's
don't
like
wanna
you
do,
can't,
Kevin.
you can't
An
shake your
overhead?
beard. You
Kinda
feel
works
me?
for spotty.
And there's some people.
Kevin, I need your key
It's
because
a whole-
we
it's
kept
a whole
talking.
conversation.
We've gone down the wormhole. Come here.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
There's still like.
So
I
Kevin,
forgot. I was talking to Tahir.
so we were talking, and I was
He was
saying,
talking.
and Greg was trying to say this to me as well.
Do you want me to?
So,
take
is
down
it-
these?
Cheating. So in
No, we can
the
leave
Ten
it.
Commandments, it says that you
Just
cannot
continue,
commit
we'll spoil
adultery.
the course.
That would mean cheating on your wife.
Mhm.
If I have 4 different wives, is that not considered cheating?
You know?
So I can have 4 different wives, and that's cool. I don't understand that. I thought that you're only supposed to have 1.
I keep telling you, man.
I don't know.
Solomon was committing a
if-
sin. I can't read the rest. Sorry.
Back
Because he
then,
was-
even now. That I'm trying to tell
sorry.
you. If it's legal,
You having sex outside of your wife.
if it's legal,
So
you can have wives. Now, if I'm married to these 5 women and then I go have sex
With a sixth
with a woman that's not my wife,
of
that's
the 5,
adultery.
okay. So
But
if I
if I
get
have,
sex with one of my 5 wives, then it's cool.
they're your wives.
Okay,
man.
so-
and guess what? They all know what's happening. They
Right.
all understand. They all signed up for that.
They're in cahoots.
So as long as the women agree to it and they say yes, I'll be your wife, I can have as many wives as
Now,
I want.
if you feel bad and say, I don't think this is what Jesus wants me to do, don't marry 5 women.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so apparently multiple wives is not a problem.
Not in the Bible.
In the United States of America. get locked
Appreciate y'all.
up. Then you have some real wives.
Okay, well, I guess that answers the question.
What's that you were talking about? The man pads.
But it's like you have
The
to
man
be on
print?
your
Yeah,
own.
with man print.
That's
Instead
just-
of women.
On your own, like with yourself, do you feel
Hey,
like
okay.
that's okay?
But,
You know what I'm
to
saying?
break up this wall, cause
This
honestly,
is-
this wall is like.
They lied. They
I'm
said y'all
sorry.
lied.
I'm sorry.
I do too, I think.
What are we lying about?
Dang it.
Hold on.
No?
Get multiple wives though. Everything that was practiced is not approved by
Ugh.
God. I don't know. I just be trying to get so when I hear stuff like that, it just pings off like, wait, you can have multiple wives. So I just be trying to get an understanding. I don't be trying to be argumentative and combative just to do it. I just know I'm not looking for a loophole. I'm looking for an understanding. That's what y'all saying. Like I'm not looking for. I don't want 4 wives. I'm just trying to understand. Hey, if somebody wanted more than one wife, that's cool. Let me understand what we're doing. Sometimes I get confused on how to do this.
I think there's a lot of stuff in all different types of scriptures that, you know, wouldn't necessarily make sense in our lives today.
And so that's I don't want to say that'd be the struggle, but that'd be where I'll be trying to find in reading the Bible and learning from it, how can I apply this to my life? Because some of these things I can't. Like I can't sacrifice an animal to show my love. You know what I mean? So there's different things in the Bible to where it's like, and I think people want you to know what you're supposed to be literal about and what you're supposed to be figurative about, and that can be confusing to me
It is
sometimes.
confusing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I remember in high school we had to do Bible study, and it was like you really had to, some things you really had to break down, like what.
Right, because I just be trying to, I could do the dance if you show me the steps. That's what I be trying to learn. So, okay. What they saying, man? What they talking about?
I don't know. They're either saying go read it, my father is wrong, or something else. I don't know. Or you should read
Read
stuff.
Proverbs? I mean, I'll read it. I just be trying to get an understanding. That's all. I don't mind being called
Just tell
ignorant.
me I'll
but if I
do too
don't
much
know
in the
something-
comments.
Hey, you want to get your boy?
That's Doughboy, in case you didn't know. She put up, this paneling, isn't it cool? It was Joshua's idea, but it turned out really nice for the guys. And then he just put up these, podcast
About context.
situations, I don't know.
I just be trying to learn, guys.
So they just filmed, and Kev and Doughboy are on
That is a
either
good
side.
point.
Right? Super nice. I do too.
Dope beat.
And I like it. And then this is the other side with the desk and the clock. I bought the clock. Yeah, I liked it. So
I love y'all too.
That made it that I bought.
I'm gonna get this chair, man. You young man, you got strong legs, you stand up.
Okay.
What's up, man? You gonna help out this movie or what?
Oh, yeah.
I heard you respond once.
Yes, because I'm in school.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and log off.
All right, we got a staff meeting. We love y'all. God bless you.